10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
T1's turn to pick. Face the light.
Cek suaraku masuk nggak ya? Masuk kali ya? Aman kan?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
T1's turn to pick.
Winter Wyvern.
Ten seconds remaining.
Navi's turn to pick.
Earth Shaker.
Artikel.
Ten seconds remaining.
T1's turn to ban. Drow Ranger.
Oke, untuk draft dari Navi sendiri menurutku
Navi's turn to ban.
Mataskar dikombo dengan, kenapa harus live pas gua lagi ada kelas, lagi Dota TI cuy, lagi coba-coba nonton sekaligus nge-cast gitu kan, siapa
10
tahu
seconds
punya bakat di
remaining.
caster. Oh, enggak sih, lebih ke nonton naik nggak sih,
5
nonton
seconds remaining.
Dota TI
T1's turn to
yang
ban.
ada player Indonya gitu. Kapan lagi cuy, setahun sekali harus mendukung player-player Indo gitu loh.
10 remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ya gimana, gue nggak bisa ikut nonton jadinya. Ya gimana kan, emang jadwalnya jam segini baru mulai ini. Ini lagi draft pick loh. Ini bener-bener lagi draft pick.
Navi's turn to ban.
Untuk bandnya sih Pangu, aku nggak tahu dari ini ya. Ini aku bingung sih ngomentari dari segi Dota tuh gimana gitu loh. Soalnya kalau dari draft dilihat sih, kalau dari T1
10 seconds
oke untuk draftingnya sih.
T1's turn to pick.
Paling Ana ntar carry-nya pakai ini Undying. Belum lihat mid laner-nya sih untuk T1. Untuk Navi sih kemungkinan ya, dan Dawnbreaker bisa ngisi
10
mid.
seconds remaining.
Butuh satu support
5
lagi
seconds
sih untuk
remaining.
Navi. Atau kalau enggak offlaner sih. Depan mata gua gurunya masalahnya. Ya di ini aja, yang di mute. Kalau nggak pakai headset. pakai headset. Aku yakin untuk T1 sih, untuk last picknya bakal nyari mid laner sih. Ini nggak mungkin untuk Winter Wyvern mid di turnamen TI gitu. Or Gyro mid. Tini sih not bad sih, kemarin Topson pakai Tini mid. GG juga. Udah gue cabut dulu gurunya lagi. Oke Mas Nopal, selamat bersekolah. Kita lihat untuk draft terakhirnya dari T1.
Navi's turn to pick.
Oh, Topson dengan Snapfire di sini. Untuk Navi sendiri sih kemungkinan bisa mid laner, bisa offlane. Karena Dawnbreaker bisa ditaruh di mid ataupun offlane.
5 seconds remaining.
Kita coba untuk lihat untuk bandnya. Mungkin apa yang cocok buat drafting dari Navi yang pas? Offlane, midlane. Apakah bakal muncul Morphling lagi? Di hack kayak ini enggak cuy, enggak. Aku kan suka Dota. Dota player dari awal aku nge-game enggak, Deng. Dari kapan ya? Aku mati-matian dulu di Dota. Ember Spirit. Kalau dari draftingnya sih kok aing suka Natus Vincere ya. Ternyata Gyrocopternya dibuat carry. Oke, not bad. Navi sih bagus untuk draftnya. Iya, untuk drafting dari composition balancingnya sih aku lihat Navi untuk late sama early-nya mumpuni sih. Kalau dari draftingnya si T1, mereka harus bener-bener bawa nih game harus ke late game sih. Nggak bisa war untuk di early-nya 5 terus objective gaming gitu, kayaknya bakal susah untuk drafting dari T1. Untuk dari Navi early sampai late kayaknya masih oke sih, karena dia punya Ember untuk early. Ember, Dawnbreaker sama Tuskar tuh annoying parah sih untuk ngocar-ngacirin lane dari T1. Kita lihat aja nanti waktu di gameplaynya ya. T1 bisa untuk ngedrag nih game ke late game ataukah bakal dikocar-kacirin sama Navi di early sampai ke mid game sih. Aing lagi gak pakai headset jadi kayak berat suaramu anjir. Emang suaraku kan normalnya kayak gini. Kalau aing teh suaranya cempreng mah berarti aing lagi tidak baik-baik saja. Free. Aku lupa. Dotaku kalau awal-awal nge-lag guys. No, jangan bilang aku harus DC. Aku taruh di harddisk sih Dotanya. Coba aku taruh di SSD. Ya kan? DC anjing. Ada prediction. Team with most rune pick by 10. Kalau aku sih Natus Vincere sih. Ternyata ini hanya untuk Battle Pass ya. Aku tidak punya Battle Pass ternyata guys ya.
30 seconds to battle.
Oke, kita masuk ke free camp.
Oh boy.
Kita pakai manual aja ya. Aku belum pernah nge-cast soalnya. Jadi untuk gerakan mouse-nya, untuk gerakan kameranya mungkin bakal kacau ya. nggak bakal sesmooth caster lain ya. Nanti aku mau, kalau misalnya emang kalian suka konten kayak gini, nanti aku belajar dah untuk ini ya, untuk kamera dari caster Dota nih, turnamen Dota. Oke, untuk run kita lihat untuk dua ya, nggak ada pick off dari kedua tim. Kita lihat untuk itemisasi di awal, Draw Ranger dengan Tango membawa Magic Wand, sedangkan Dawnbreaker-nya ternyata support ya di sini. Untuk offlane-nya sendiri diisi sama Enigma, bertemu dengan Gyro dan Earthshaker. Yang menarik sih di mid lane-nya sih, karena untuk early-nya ini pasti miss kamera. Undying terpick off. Oke. It's so good for Navi untuk di menit 1 ya. First blood didapatkan oleh carry. Ini sih untuk Draw Ranger-nya kayak di awal sih, dapat first blood, dapat free laning, free farm. Dari Undying sendiri sih bakal kesusahan untuk ngejar networknya sih. Bentar, kasih untuk awal-awal lasit ya. Ternyata di sini lasitnya dikuasain dari Gyrocopter. Untuk Gyrocopternya tersendiri sih Tango, Red Band, Quilling Blade. Earthshaker-nya ya seperti biasa support, tidak ada item ya. Hanya item-item buat sustain di lane. Oke, untuk di mid masih perang berebut lasit, tidak ada yang agresif sejauh ini. Saling ngambil water drop satu untuk satu. Untuk top zone-nya sudah battle. Oke, sama-sama sudah battle di sini. Sedangkan untuk top zone menggunakan 3 magic, 3 iron branch, 1 verifier. Oke, seperti dugaan sebelumnya ya, untuk Undying sih kesusahan banget, bakal terpressure oleh Draw Ranger. Draw Ranger sendiri sih oke, kita lihat di sini tidak jadi. Dua kali terpick off oleh Draw Ranger. Wah, Draw Ranger-nya sih kaya banget sih untuk early sih. Kita lihat di bawah untuk Ana mulai memberanikan diri untuk mengambil Toskar. Akankah? No. Terlalu dekat sama tower ya. Untuk T1 early-nya sih tersakiti ya. Gila sih udah jadi caster kan belajar mumpung ada momen TI di Dota yang setahun sekali gitu loh. Nah, kalau kita nobar doang kan nggak dikomentatori, kalian mau kan lebih seru kalau dikomentatori kan. Sedangkan aing teh kalau masalah mengkomentari sesuatu tidak jago ya, jadi kalian harus mendengarkan komentator yang rada-rada ini ya, rada-rada kaku ya. Oke, untuk taskernya sendiri udah mulai rotasi commit untuk membantu No One untuk mengamankan run menit 6 kan, bukan menit 4. Menit 4 masih water drop. Oke, sounds good. Di mid tidak ada hal yang agresif. Tasker convertnya balik ke lane sebelumnya di button lane.
Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant are scanning.
Whitemon mendapatkan kurir dari seorang Taskar. Untuk enigmanya sendiri sih ke pressure juga sih. Untuk dua dari kedua tim, dua offlane dari kedua timnya sih masih kesiksa satu sama lain sih.
Denied.
Kita lihat untuk networknya, network seperti yang kita duga karena mendapatkan 2 kill. Draw Ranger mendapatkan puncak network. Oke, kita lihat untuk Kuku udah mulai membuka dengan totemnya. Udah mulai main agresif untuk dari Kuku. Untuk Kuku sendiri udah jadi sepatu arcane ya. Semakin bisa untuk spam skill. Oh no, di sini Saper sepertinya akan terpick off oleh Solo. Untuk Ranger sendiri,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
good job untuk Kuku yang menumbalkan Saper untuk mendapatkan yang lebih gede. Ya, untuk di mid ya masih boring ya. Tidak terjadi apa-apa untuk di mid lane ternyata. Hanya berebut last hit, tidak ada yang saling mempick off. Oke, untuk pergerakan Tuskarnya udah mulai menginvasi area jungle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Untuk networknya sendiri setelah Drew Ranger terpick off sih Gyro. Oke, di sini. Oh, black hole yang sangat merugikan sendiri ya. Nggak expect enigmanya kalau misalnya si Whitemon ada di area jungle yang sebelah kanan, udah siap buat cancel black hole dari enigmanya sendiri. Oke, untuk Ana sendiri sih networknya semakin jauh ya, karena udah dapat kill yang gede banget, kill ke arah Enigma, dan farmingnya pun free farm sih untuk di bottom lane nya. Tidak ada gangguan yang berlebih karena Enigma sendiri bukan tipikal hero yang ya bisa ngepok, bisa ngerusuh buat Gyrocopter sih. Jadi perangan di atas TPW untuk Solo. Apa iya Ben? Anjing, aku kok malu ya jadi caster ya. Apakah saya sudahi? Saya menonton sendiri aja gimana? Apakah kita perlu menggunakan fitur caster yang ada? Lama-kelamaan aing teh malu dengan komentator saya sendiri. Oke, untuk seperti udah di atas terjadi pick off spare. niatnya warding, ternyata ada 3 hero di area mid. Ngekes sama temen biar seru harusnya Ben. Masalahnya yang suka Dota siapa? Kamu mau Bravo? Ayo kita ngekes bareng. Gimana? Soalnya yang suka Dota tuh tidak banyak gitu loh. Yang suka Dota tuh admin IDP. Maswi tuh, Maswi kita ajak caster yang ada, ntar aku dibacotin sama Maswi. Kita tidak melihat perkembangan game tapi malah bacot-bacotan. Oke, untuk Draw Ranger sendiri udah mulai masuk ke jungle ya, karena di atas ternyata Draw Ranger sendiri tidak bisa mengimbangi ini ya, sustain dari Undying. Undying mengganti untuk sepatunya menjadi fast boot. CP ke arah mid, akan terjadi peperangan apa sih? Oke. Ternyata tidak jadi. Mundur untuk kedua tim. Kembali ke lane dan Draw Ranger balik ke hutan untuk saving item-itemnya. Untuk Enigma sendiri sih di bawah rada ini ya, rada kesusahan ya untuk farmingnya. Oke, untuk ada jungle Taskar akan terpick off nampaknya di sini. Easy saja terpick off karena 3 hero core, enggak core sih, yang satunya support. Timan udah siap membaca pergerakan area tour dari arah Taskar. Halo Bang Ben, halo Bang Hans.
No such thing as too much damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Topson dengan double damage-nya memberanikan diri untuk maju ke arah ke Ember Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ternyata Ember Spirit-nya masih bisa untuk balik ke Fontaine untuk mengisi HP. Winter Curse ke arah
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Aingnya masih belum bisa ya komentatori kalau war cepet gini ya. Susah kali ya jatuh jadi caster ya. Mending jadi diri sendiri menonton gimana. Susah guys jadi caster guys. Susah. Anjir, kira caster gampang ya. Susah ternyata guys. Jangan meremehkan kerjaan caster anjir. Susah. Kita harus ngapalin semua skill-skillnya, harus sigap anjir. Susah. Mending kita menonton saja. Gak usah mengkomentatori. Gimana? Apa kita harus pakai broadcaster gimana? Nah, kita pakai broadcaster.
Radiant's bottom tower
Kok
is
player
under
view sih?
attack.
Broadcaster. Nah, ini kan lebih enak ya kan kameranya. Susah weh. Kalau war tuh blar gitunya tuh loh. Susah banget ternyata. Skill 1 pada si ini dibalas dengan skill 3 oleh si ini puyeng men. Iya cok. Kayak Winter Curse dibuka oleh Watmon, kemudian disusul. Aneh banget cok. Kayak orang, aku lihat caster Dota tuh kayak enak gitu ya. Dia tuh susah banget. Nih kayak gini nih. Tuh gimana mau komentatorinya? Otakku nih gak nyampe sekenceng itu ternyata. Harus belum item aktifnya dipakai. Kalau item oke lah. Kayak BKB di open dari Gyro. Mungkin gitu ya. Silent, kalau Orchid kan tinggal ngomong silent aja, nggak usah ngomong Orchid gitu, masih oke lah. Kalau skill ulti kan banyak kan, 4 per hero aja keluar semua, pening kali. Pagi kali kan ada ini. TI. Tapi kok gak ada suaranya anjing. Broadcastnya gimana? Oh ini English. Nah English.
finally get himself his revenge over here.
Such a good silence there coming out by V-Tune. He gets the silence over on the Winter Wyvern and is able
ada aja
to
yang
kill
diomongin
the
gitu.
Jar
Aku aja nggak bisa ngomongin
what they needed, I think,
sesuatu yang
Navi,
nggak
and
ada.
they didn't even need to expend big
Nggak ada
ultimates for that
ininya
kill,
gitu
really.
loh.
So they still have the black
Five-man
hole. They
game.
have 45 seconds
Nggak
until
iya.
their Dawnbreaker ulti. Oh no, Enigma.
Oh no, ya kita belajar.
You know,
Oh
sometimes
no,
that just happens.
Enigma terpick off
What
di
can
arah
you
bottom
do?
lane.
Stuck around a little bit too long there. He
Ya
thought that they
mungkin
would
dia
back
Draw
out.
Ranger farming tipis-tipis
Solo.
lah di jungle untuk mengejar
Ping
itemnya
it
sedikit
out.
demi sedikit.
Go, start with the Fidget.
Sniper
Don't
di
have the Afterburn. They do have the cookie though.
toss oleh
Back off a little bit.
Thompson.
Throwing out the Gust, the
Visur
turnaround over
dibuka
onto
dan
Zephyr. It's going to regroup with the
Tasker
rest of the team. They
yang
don't have the
menyelamatkan
Enigma
timnya di sini.
to be able to be a part of this fight. We're seeing
Aneh
right
banget,
now, Solo's gonna
TP
be
away
close.
dari
Yes, he is.
dari seekor Dawnbreaker.
Just
Gini
TP
aja
out
ya.
and you're fine. The Fisher wasn't
Susah,
pulled
anjir.
down, and the homing missile
Ngomong-
not fast enough. I like that Navi are respecting
Ngomong
the
jadi
tombstone
caster
when it goes down.
susah
Don't
bener.
fight under
Diri
tombstone
sendiri
because
aja
it would
udah
be
ya,
very difficult to
komentatori
win that
dengan
fight.
style guys
Even
sendiri aja
though
udah.
it's only level 2, it makes such a big impact. If
Belajar
you don't
dari
have
anonim
breakthroughs,
udah Ben.
clearing
Iya
it, if
sih.
undying is
Cuman
only
anonim
else,
udah
there are
levelnya udah terlalu jago cu. Udah
Look
kayak
at
macam
T1 making
melon
another
dulu
rotation.
udah.
This aggression
Yo, silent
coming
dibuka.
out from them. Alright, a good Gust.
Oke.
Be able to just get the launch up over onto V2. They have
Terlalu
somebody
banyak
close to
damage
this
yang
gap right
masuk
now.
ke arah Draw
They've got
Ranger.
Solo, but he's just a little bit too late now as he's gonna have to pull himself away using that hammer.
Yeah, talked about how good heroes they have to send in. I mean, you have a Shaker, you have Undying, even Gyrocopter could maybe be a good send
Gyrocopter
in at some
membukakan
point with
skill
his
duanya.
gobble up. The Aghanims first item is definitely a huge power
Dyer's
spike here for
middle
T1.
tower is under
Tidak
attack.
terjadi apa-apa. Setelah terpick off Draw Ranger di sini. Susah su.
So you have the
Pemilihan
rate
katanya
cap
tuh aku kurang
completed
banyak
for the
anjir.
Enigma,
Literasi
and we
kata-kataku
have
tuh
the Earner Shots. Working on the Blink Dagger
harus
next,
banyak
because I
kalau
feel
jadi
like
caster tuh. Kayaknya.
they've been playing so defensively, they want to get
Tasker
more
di
weapons.
sini
Have
terjebak
Speedster.
oleh
Oh, again, he is
Visur
the
dan
frontliner
pohon.
at this time. Whitemon waiting patiently over onto side.
Aku kalau apal skillnya apal. Ini kayak ini flag cannon dibuka oleh Gyrocopter. Cookies dibuka dan Enigma terpick off saja di sana.
Yeah, and where's Noah during all this? He
Skill
was
2
not
itu
even
apa ya?
there
Lupa
for the
aku
fight,
skill
so he's
2-nya.
not
Bentar,
able
aku
to be
ingat
there and
dulu.
help. I think
Homing
really
missile,
Ember
homing
Spirit is the
missile.
strongest hero they have right
Homing
now.
missile
Navi, they need to
dari
fight around it.
Gyrocopter dibuka ke arah.
They get caught up a little bit by T1's aggressive positioning. They're very oppressive, and look at the wards that they're
Harus
placing
pakai
too.
nama skill ya,
Wards
jangan
behind
skill
the
2
tier
ya.
2 tower,
Oke.
so that they have vision to make these important decisions. They also have one in front of a tower, so right around
Ward
mid,
dipasang.
they are very strong at fighting right
Satu
now.
set ward dipasang ke arah mid.
So how does this
Dari
play in the
T1.
next minute or
Ternyata
so for
untuk
Navi? Is this
early
just going to be
ke
as
mid
much as
gamenya
possible,
T1
try
bisa
to dodge, try to keep farming
ini ya,
up, or do
bisa
you think that they
sustain
should
dengan
try to put some pressure
draft
down
yang dimilikinya yang
over onto
ternyata
T1 if they're able to get this
salah
black
ya
hole?
analisaku. Yang harusnya Navi bisa membuat pergerakan dengan draftnya yang harusnya lebih enak ya di eksekusi. Ternyata T1 bisa. Oke, untuk Ember apa ya dia? Lupa aku skill ultinya ini apa ya? Gyrocopter. Ya itulah ulti Gyrocopter.
Thompson with those kisses going to force them away. Won't be able to relax in that little patch of grass. Those seeds of serenity. So just
bentar guys, aku lupa nama skillnya. Call down. Call down. Ya, call down. Snapfire tuh ultinya tuh Mortimer Kisses. Ya. Oke, back. Palu bentar, palunya Dawnbreaker apa skillnya? Starbreaker. Aduh, hammer udah ngomong gitu aja ya. Mas Solar Guardian. Nah, apa? Oke, let's go back. Dilempar. Dibuka totem dari Undying di sini. Tasker di Winter Curse. Mati saja di sana. Ekor Tasker. Solar Guard dibuka. Tapi tidak berimpact apa-apa, hanya untuk saving Ember agresif untuk pick off Snapfire. Thompson down di sini.
Jara as a B to be
Gimana
is
nggak
ready to
semua
fight, but I
ada
think he's
Ana sama
respecting
Thompson.
Black Hole a
Iya
little
sih,
bit as he has
Ana
two
Thompson
teammates dying
membuat
already,
kayak
especially when Thompson
perubahan
is
besar
dead.
gitu. Cuman
Maybe it's
kayaknya
wise to just
untuk
back out of this.
tiga playernya itu masih belum adaptasi banyak sama playstyle dari Thompson sama ini. Ana jadi kemarin sih rada ini,
Wow, that
rada
works.
apa
The
ya?
word
Kalau
that
menurutku
Byron
masih
plays
belum
just before this,
stabil
that's
gitu
a
loh, masih
beautiful double kill there.
angin-angin.
What a play. His positioning
Bang,
was
mending
clean. Ana was
ngomongin
close enough as well to help with the
pemerintahan
damage.
aja, enggak.
But he almost solo killed
Aku
him
orangnya
on
tidak
Shaker.
pernah
He was just in a great
membicarakan
position.
pemerintahan. Aku orangnya tidak pernah
Go and
jadi
see that
orang yang
replay
tertiduran, guys.
again. Just look how
That
patient they
gitu
walk
aja
right
ya,
past the
kalau
ward, like
udah
he said.
sekelas
Call down the
AI,
finish, the
kalau
echo,
nggak
and
combo
all the
mainnya single
damage.
skill,
Pretty
mending
nice stuff here.
main
Navi getting a
turnamen
little bit
tingkat
too
RT
ambitious there.
aja,
They
bos.
did manage to reclaim quite a bit of territory.
Jangan ke
and look how
TI
much
kalau
they've
gitu,
warded
ya
their
kan?
own jungle.
Jadi pendapat lu gimana? Bensin jadi naik. Pendapatku oke. Aman, aman. Pokoknya yang busuk Ben. Hero Saper jadi tumbal. Untuk Saper ya emang harus siap
I feel like
siap
every
jadi
time I go, I
tumbal
look
karena
at
Saper
these supports plus tops and
mainnya kan di
it's
support
Kuku is there
4
too.
ya
Yeah,
kan,
just
di pos
launch
4
Kuku over at
jadi
solo.
ya
This poor
emang harus
Dawnbreaker
jadi
is
siap
just
jadi
not
tumbalnya si
finding
Kuku
any
sih.
space to breathe. But they're just so grouped together.
Kalau si
and
Wetmon ya
it's
harus siap
really
jadi
fun to
tumbalnya
watch. They're
Ana
just being
sama si
super aggressive,
Thompson.
Radiant's bottom
pushing
tower is under
Navi
attack.
out to the side.
Rosan
Is there a specific
pertama
item
diambil
that you
oleh
think would
Iwan
really
nampaknya di
help
sini.
Navi in particular with these fights? I mean, I know the
Memanfaatkan
blink dagger is pretty important,
Dawnbreaker
but
yang
again, have
down
to
di
be
arah
very
mid.
considerate about your positioning when you're dealing with Zephyr on
Sepertinya
this
akan
Winter
terjadi
Wyvern.
I think the timing is going to be
perang
like double
untuk
BKB.
perebutan
They just
Roshan.
finished BKB on Drow Ranger. I think they need one on Ember as well. There are so many ways
No
to get
one,
caught out.
Shearing Chain ke arah 2 orang.
To the flying. Again, they just don't have an easy way to get into this
Ice wall yang
pit.
sangat-sangat
With
bagus
this Enigma.
menutupi dari
They've already used the
hero-hero
tombstone.
Oh, Blink is coming in right now. He's smoked up.
Oh,
perang
Black Hole
apa ya?
Blink.
Jangan
This
perang
is
apa?
big.
War.
This could be so
Ya kan
huge
sama aja
inside
di Indonesia
Navi
kan
if
perang
they can get
anjay.
the
Oh team
initiation,
fight,
if
team
they
fight,
find the
team
opening.
fight.
But again,
Team
both
fight,
teams
team
smoked
fight.
up. Will reveal Ana.
Team
They can
fight,
see
team
that
fight.
opening.
Team fight,
Making
ya,
their way
ya, ya,
forward
ya.
towards the pit. Cuckoo.
Rosan
Smoke
tinggal,
will pop.
ya,
This Roach
seperempat
sitting so
HP di
incredibly
sini.
low. Another smoke getting used. They
Smoke
want to use this
dibuka.
just big power
Drone.
spike. Slace sits
Lihat.
very far back.
They
You can see
don't
the
have
possession.
Undying ulti anymore. Like that
Oh.
time out, now it's Navi trying to
Akankah
steal Roche
terculik?
here. This is very cheeky.
This is pretty
Akankah
crazy.
terculik?
Throwing out the vision will land
Oke,
on the
Rosannya
There it is.
terculik
There's the Roach. It's gonna be
oleh
BT
Drow
who picks
Ranger
it up.
tidak
They've got the
siap dari
silence over onto
T1.
Kuku the BKB, but
Winter
again,
Curse
Winter's
yang
Curse coming into
tidak
play, going to
berguna
slow down
dari
BT, but now
Black
that means that if they go
Hole
down like this, they have nothing over here to
ke
really
arah
stop and
Gyrocopter.
chase, but they follow up with those kisses, putting the damage down.
Yang
A nice
sangat-sangat
long range fissure
cantik
coming out.
dari
Kuku barely staying alive here. Is he going to be able to
Enigma.
make it out? Ooh,
Dire's
17
bottom
hit
tower
points.
is under attack.
Wow, it was really low. That was
Free
some really nice
totem,
positioning by
free
Navi. The decision
Rosan,
to take Roche.
free
I'm
kill
surprised
ke
that
arah
T1 backed out
core.
as much as they did, considering they brought Roshan really low. And then
Navi
they just backed
good
out and
dari
left that
pergerakannya.
area. They were being zoned back, of course, and with the smoked Enigma, they
Echo
had to
Slam
Oh,
down.
okay. All
Reaper
right. Well,
akan menjadi down.
that's a dead solo. And an Echo Slam down.
Akan ke kontes,
Yeah, you don't really need
Rosa
Blink
di
Dagger when
kontes
you have
oleh
an
Navi
Aghanim
gitu kayak
Snapfire
oh
on your
iya
team.
iya
You have
iya
a shard
iya
first
sampai
on,
mikir
Shaker
dulu
in
aja
this game, but
kata-katanya
also
ya kan mikir dulu kan kata-katanya kan gilang gak gue percaya
It's really a top
emang harus
special.
terbiasaan harus
Played
harus
this very
nge-cast
early
setiap
when,
hari
Snapfire
weh
got
emang
this
pengalaman tuh tidak bisa membohongi.
I would argue it's almost even better in some ways, right? Because you're
Emang
also
harus
doing the
ngomong,
extra damage.
emang
with
kita tuh
that
harus
follow-up
nonton
once you
Dota,
launch
nonton
your,
turnamen,
your shaker and
banyak-banyak ngomong,
Yeah, it's great range
kayak
too. You can
komentatori
send people flying,
game.
and also while
Baru
you're midair
bisa
from Snapfire, you
caster.
cannot be
Kalau
silenced or
awal-awal
hit by
out of nowhere
abilities
jadi
you
caster
don't
juga
really like exist
bakalan
yet,
kayak orang
and then
tolol
you
kayak
land and
gitu.
you're there. So Drow can't stop it
Kata-katanya
with
masih
something like
dipikir ya
Ghost.
kan mau team fight ngomongnya perang.
pretty valuable when you consider
Skill yang
they
harusnya
do have
Mortimer
ways of
Kisses
being
ntar
able to kind of
ludah
interrupt.
Snapfire
Kid
gitu
on
kan
Zephyr
aneh
now.
kan.
That is really useful for them, and luckily for Ember, he is gonna have his BKB very soon.
Zephyr
Nice tonight
aman.
from Zephyr. He's managed to
Dari
deny
kematian.
that double damage room in the bottom area.
Yeah,
It's
so
still just a
only good.
tight game.
Both teams are playing in a very contesting manner, but I think now Navi has just want to try and open up the map a little bit. They still have yet to take a single tier 1 tower from the side of T1, and I'm not sure T1 can defend if they get pushed bottom. They are an aggressive team though. They might want to.
Main Dota tuh ngomongnya skill 1, skill 2 terus. Ngomongin skillnya.
Under attack are scanning.
Nah, they're bailing out. Yeah, they're recognizing this fight would be very difficult since there's a fresh BKB on Ember, there's BKB on Drow, along with the Aegis, and of course Enigma having that blink. And he's working on his own BKB.
Oke, untuk itemisasinya, untuk Darius sendiri udah mendapatkan blink dagger dan ini
more and more of an advantage here and going into the
BKB
game in a good way.
Untuk menit 25 sih termasuk cepat ya untuk helikopter. Mortimer Kisses dibuka, Solar Guard pun dibuka untuk melindungi Ember. Winter Curse pun dibuka, namun Siwan sepertinya menyiapkan 3 skill ultimate yang tidak membuahkan hasil.
So big to be able to force out the BKB just by an orchid from the window island, right? Like this is just impact that you might not expect from a support like this, but the fact that he chose to go for that as his first item, I think it's working out really well.
Kalau ini menang sampai masuk ke last chance, juara last chance, ya bisa nggak ngomong Mama aku di TI lagi ya. Di belakangnya ada ngomong laginya, bukan Mama aku di TI doang. Jadi di belakangnya bisa ngomong lagi. Mama aku di TI lagi.
Yeah, meanwhile on the side of Navi we see
kalau enggak ya abis Mama sekarang mungkin kalau masuk lagi bisa ngomong Papa aku di TI. Kalau misalnya aku yang di TI nggak bisa ngomong Mama Papa.
He would have a very strong source of healing. And it can be a good way to save people when the Winter's Curse comes out if you time it towards the end. You don't the curse as well.
That's true. You got to time it just right though.
Yeah, I mean, jump in too early and that's gonna be bad. But if you have Aghanim's, it's a very long duration, so you can honestly start it super early.
On this mid tower though, going down very quickly.
That was this Diga ya. Untuk undying sih aku masih bingung ya untuk itemisasinya ya, karena energy boosternya ini aku nggak tahu bakal dibuat apa. Tasker di sini diterapik off saja. Tasker yang inginnya, yang awalnya ingin mendeward, T1 udah sigap dengan
bit of an early pop on the BKB there, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. However, there's not too many things outside of Enigma that he has to worry about this time.
Itemisasi udah bisa kan, aku sedikit bisa lah itemisasi.
You can't get jumped by him. But
bisa, aku udah biasa nonton Melon Doto sama Anonim Pasta, aman.
I think they want to make some move.
Cuman rada goblok kayak Masian. Gak rada goblok tapi goblok lah Masian.
Now this is an interesting choice because the Aegis just got
ya ilmunya aku pakai 10% lah ya, 90%-nya ya.
They've got the black hole, they've got the blink dagger, and they're just kind of generally hanging out in the area trying to see, you know, is there anybody who's going to be coming for us? Because we don't have it. In fact, Ana's going to be the first one who pops the smoke, and he goes forward, sees himself solo.
Skill satunya apa ya? Skill satunya apa ya? Rocket barrage. Kalau udah dibuka, tidak bisa mempick off dari downbreaker GP. Oke, tervisur, tercancel dari GP seorang downbreaker di sini.
He's gonna be the one who dies out of all this, but V2 will survive. And there's another just immediate smoke coming out from the side of T1.
Ana untuk networknya semakin tinggi karena
he didn't have any fear on Ana. He just went in, and I like the confidence that they show there. They want to be aggressive early on here because the later the game goes, the more it's gonna be
orang pada mundur ya. Gimana?
Navi due to the draft that they have.
Ana itemisasinya udah gila, weh, top network. BKB, Mjolnir dagger. Kocar kacir lah di depanin. Padahal teman-temannya datangnya telat. Soalnya udah BKB di Ana, terus udah ada milestone juga di situ, udah strong sih untuk gyrocopter ya. Termasuk strong di
take advantage of the maximum space that they're getting.
Ya, 2
so many
item, 3
players on
item
Navi
gitu
were
ya.
actually in the jungle or not showing on the map.
strong.
That T1 backed out a bit there, hesitant to take the tier 2 tower yet, but now they finally see that there's some push
Cookiesnya
coming in
sih,
bottom.
tapi
and
cookiesnya tuh
Fortress
on
is
point
Amber
loh.
pushing mid.
Thompson belum, aku
They're
sih
gonna go
untuk
for tier 2 and
match
finish
ini
it.
aku belum pernah lihat cookiesnya
Dyer's top
melenceng
tower.
seperti aku main Snapfire
Tier 2
sih.
down, that opens up the outpost. That means they have
Kalau
complete
Thompson
control over the dire side
cookiesnya
of
sih
the map
mending main sama Qualifier di rank
when it comes to the
Crusader.
top area. So that's going to make things a little bit more difficult. It means that, we are already seeing no one. He's going
Ember
for that riskier
400
fight because he's
lagi
the one
ke
here
arah
that does
Aghanim.
have an easy escape, provided he doesn't get jumped
Mungkin
out by Zephyr with
untuk
the
5 menit ke depan
the
sih
orchid and whatnot.
farming
Yeah,
untuk
the scary
item
thing for
dulu
him
ya,
would be a
karena
chain stun by like Zephyr using ulti and then
dari
like
Ember,
Shaker following up with chain
Aghanim,
stun
kemudian
and
dari
dying to just gyrocopter or
Hydro
Snapfire
Ranger
during that
mungkin ke
time.
arah
But he can of course be quite aggressive and now he's very close
Oke,
to Aghanim's
ke
due to
arah
farming
Silver
like
Edge
4
ternyata yang
creep
bakal
waves in a
dituju
row
oleh
on mid
Draw.
lane behind tower there and he's going for it
Kira
again.
bakal
I think he wants to
ngelanjutin ke
just
arah mana
keep
sana.
cutting the waves, but now there's a lot of heroes around.
Berubah pikiran ya.
enough over here,
Silver
but they don't
Edge.
have any
Untuk
smoke.
damage sekali.
Such a good move by him to just cut the wave like that over and over. It makes it hard for T1 to get on the map. There's a huge emphasis in high-level
Radiant
Dota
are
to
scanning.
shove the lanes in, and then your options open up and you can make moves. But by constantly pushing bottom
Farming
with
manja
Tusk and
di sini,
Enigma, and then
Navi.
having Ember just go clean up the mid lane over and over,
mengejar
it's been hard for T1 to
item-itemnya.
make more moves.
Sedangkan untuk T1 udah mulai berani untuk menginvasi
Do you have a completed Agnum
jungle
Scepter on
area
Ember now?
Dire ya.
Navi, they group up over
5
on
man
the
smoke
side. They go
dari
for the smoke.
Navi.
They're gonna try to bait.
Mungkin
I'm not
karena
sure if they quite
Ember
caught
sudah
that,
jadi
though.
Aghanimnya ya,
Black
jadi
Hole
mulai
is such
mencoba
a
untuk membuat
huge threat
pergerakan
right
di
now.
sini.
Oh,
Snapfire yang
what a-
dituju.
What a hit here with that one step.
Searing chain ke arah
Enough,
Snapfire.
that
Snapfire
BKB is
ter
gonna get used. Thompson trying to fight Sweden Strong. It's gonna get
apa
saved
namanya
to
ini
make
ya,
it time.
healnya ya
Quite enough as he
ter
does that in
cold
time.
embers.
But take someone out along the
Membuat
way. There's gonna be the
memperpanjang
buyback now from
hidup
Sweden Strong
yang
going in with
tidak
the Solar
berarti.
Guardian.
Hold on dibuka.
Trying to keep alive, trying to move
Black
people
Hole belum
around the
dibuka
blade
ya untuk
forward though
arah Navi.
again as you've got Drow
Gimana
Ranger
harus
with that
mulai?
Shadow Blade. They didn't have the detection over
Ini ya,
on Ana
The
or on
fight just
Cuckoo, who were the
became
closest.
too split up. Like it covers too big of an area, and that's problematic for
Siap.
Navi. They want
Khawatir
to have
tuh
a
apa sih?
clustered fight due to Dawnbreaker, even Drow Ranger.
Apa ya
multi-shot,
bahasanya ya?
and of course
Khawatir
the
ya?
Enigma being the huge one. He could not
Bersiap-siap,
really
bukan
find any
bersiap-siap, Cok. Apa
profitable
ya?
black hole
Radiant's
there.
bottom
And
tower.
Respect
Ember
lah,
just
harus
caught
respect
alone. I think he
para black
expected to
hole.
have Enigma with him, but Enigma was
Kata-katai
making a
masih
move wrapping
cacau
around through the
tai,
river,
ya.
so he
Bahasa
wasn't really
Indonesia
near
aing
enough to
teh
save no
nol
one,
kayaknya
and he
nih.
just got caught out and ended up dying.
Dyer's
Bahasa
top
Indonesia
tower
aing
is
Try and
under
make the
attack.
fights like
Abis
more
ini.
centered,
Radiant's
but it's also
bottom
hard to do
tower is
so
under
against
attack.
Shaker and Wyvern. Your position has to be
Caster
so
bahasa
crisp.
Indonesia aing teh remedy
Yeah, that's
anjir.
what I was about to say. It's just very difficult for Lace to find the opening to get these
Random
black
time
holes
dari
up because
Rosan,
you always want to go for the full duration if
15 detik
possible, but
lagi.
you have too many things
Double
that you have to
damage.
be careful of. And now with the Wyvern
Kasih
picking
ke
up a
arah
Blink
Ana.
Dagger, Zephyr already is
Dengan
having
botol dari
just
Snapfire
incredible
dari
positioning,
Thompson.
but now it's going to be so much easier for him to sit just far back, wait for the initiation to come in, and be that counter. He's just got to be patient about it.
Yeah,
Latihan
really the
caster
story
MPL
is,
dulu
I
bang
mean,
biar
why
ada
no one
tiap
got caught out
minggu.
is because he's
Iya juga
diving in
sih.
looking for that Wyvern. Wyvern is the key hero.
Dan breaker, snap
There's
cookies
the
dibuka.
launch with that Orchid. They have
Enchant
so much damage.
totem.
Solo never stood a chance.
Well, I was gonna say is
Membuat
that this Ember Spirit has a job.
dan
He has
breaker
one
pusing.
job, and that is to find Wyvern.
Terus,
He's the only
terus
one who can
pusing.
cancel the
Tidak
BKB
bisa
black
bergerak.
hole right now from Enigma. Except of course, just
Rosan
straight up
dikontes
killing
oleh
him.
T1.
But
Rosan
it is
kedua
difficult to do so.
menit
Radiant's
33
bottom
tower
ada
is so spread out.
Aghanim shot harusnya. Karena Rosan kedua
The Roche is up,
mungkin
and they're just
harus dipakai oleh
so big, and they did have a double damage.
Gyro juga
And
untuk
the Shard
shotnya.
Undying. Undying Shard plus Tombstone, you generate so many zombies. You kill Roshan, he could even solo it, but of course it's a lot faster when you have a DD Gyro helping
Radiant's
you.
bottom tower
Siapa yang
is
pakai?
under attack.
Oh ternyata Winter. Bukan? Lah, siapa?
Curious now to see
Undying
how
ternyata.
Navi responds to this.
Untuk
Again,
mengejar
Noah doing a great job. He's cutting these
reduce
waves, he's
cooldown
making sure that
dari
he's taking
Flash
more
Golem
dangerous farm,
ultimate-nya.
But
Sekalian
I'm
kalau
sure it
misalnya
feels
dia
very bad to
multi,
be having to play this defensive,
dia
but
kalau
now with an
mukul
Aegis
orang,
picked up too. I don't
keluar
know if
zombie
Navi,
zombie
like, what do
kecilnya.
they- what options
Mortimer
do they
Kisses
have?
dibuka
Yes,
ke arah
alright,
Draw.
there's an option
Ember
right there, as we talked about, no one trying to
membantai
get
ke
the
arah
goals. Does manage to take out both of the supports.
depan dari
Very quickly,
T1.
BKB getting popped on Cuckoo. Ana waiting nearby is just gonna blink away. Not without these two supports. It's too dangerous, it feels.
What a Chad play by no one. Just going in,
Sabet
killing both the supports almost completely by himself there as well. That was a really nice play. I think he initially just wanted to go in to try and smoke reveal, but he ended up just murdering both the supports because they were clustered next to each other. And he has the shard as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at this play.
Replay.
Radiant's middle tower
Untuk
is under
The
attack.
initiation, but then the immediate response coming out from the Ember. Popping the BKB, realizing that he's gone into
deal
quite
yang
a few of
lumayan
these heroes,
sangat besar.
and those were the two that, you know, you had to be careful. I'm sure Lace is really upset, like, oh man, that was my time, that's what I could have gotten after the black hole.
Lah kan suka-suka aing kan jadi ciri khas ya kan. Sebet udah ngomong seenak jidat aing aja biar gak mikir ya kan.
Also take this time after we win a team fight, they immediately go in
Kan
and
kayak
draw
Melon kan kalau ngomong suka-suka dia ya. Kalau yang profesional mah anonim memang. Tapi kalau yang lucu-lucu yang kata-katanya unik menghibur tuh si Melon panutan.
And I know that the BKB on the Ember is going to be back up in just a couple seconds, but hoping that they get a little bit too comfortable on the side Navi, but no one is showing in any of these lanes. It's very spooky.
Let's go Indo Prat, let's go. Dua Indo.
Very big by the way in these fights. It adds a lot of extra damage, and getting those remnants back when you get kills, it allows him to dive in more aggressively for his supports, and if he gets the kills, he gets more fuel to keep going, right? Getting those charges back.
Memanfaatkan Aegis of Immortal di arah T1.
Full Silver Edge over on the Drow.
Mencoba untuk
Kind of poking each other, trying to
pick off dari
get as much information as possible.
Right now, Ana is feeling ready to fight. With this Daedalus along with Aghanims, even if you black hole him, he's going to be shooting. The side gunner will keep going.
How does this fight play out though? Because again, if you've got yourself an Aegis on this gyrocopter, you don't want to use everything on him right away, right? You want to have a backup plan. How do you initiate this?
Ideally, you try and poke him from far away. Use stuff like multi-shot, nice shards in combination with sleight of fists to just deal damage without really hard committing. And then when he respawns, then you try and hard commit, dive in on the wire.
Ana udah Daedalus ya di sini ya.
Over on gyrocopter. That's pretty much what needs to happen, but it's so rare that we get the ideal execution happening because T1 of course they also know what needs to happen from the point of Navi, so they're splitting out.
And then Vizrun over on Eitman. Reconnaissance with it. Blaze will take over the outpost in the Radiant jungle.
Yeah, right now Navi are building double Lincoln Sphere, by the way. They're trying to hard counter out the Winter Wyvern, so both Enigma and the Ember Spirit are going for a Lincoln Sphere. And it's an item that usually becomes stronger the more of them you have. If you have one Lincoln Sphere, it's like, oh, people can break it. But once you start getting multiple Lincoln Spheres, it can become really hard to play Winter Wyvern in this game. Even though he has something like Orchid to break it first and then Winter's Curse, it's just going to be difficult for him to have the same impact.
Mau kalau udah Butterfly, Gyrocopter harus lari ke
Lincoln's complete now for Enigma. So it's going to have a little bit of an insurance policy, so he can be a bit bolder in some of these fights as long as he does not get immediately silenced and stun-locked. So perhaps we'll see,
rada aneh ya dari Ana ya.
See a bigger team fight soon with this black hole.
Ana is queuing up a funny item in this game against Enigma, so he's actually going for Basher. And along with the Aghanim Scepter, you can bash the Enigma during the black hole. That's going to make it very troublesome to get this black hole off, because you know that you might just randomly get cancelled by RNG. It's a nice extra save for Ana. And who knows, maybe he gets a lucky bash on Ember and get, that kill because of that.
Oh iya. Siap. Itu baru Bangcaster. Siap.
The Ags in the basher, but it's Ana we're talking about, so it'd be very sad for the Enigma if it ends up working.
He's queuing back
lebih
into
ke main ke arah Magic ya untuk Snapfire-nya ya. Thompson lebih memilih Magic damage. Biasanya kan kalau di mid rata-rata mainnya kan main damage kayak Opat, biasanya main Daedalus, mainnya main Deso. Untuk
Like they would
Thompson
just put
sendiri
random
lebih
stuff
milih
like
ke
Divine
arah
Rapier when obviously you know you're not going to see a Witch Doctor with a
Ethereal
Divine
Blade dan
Rapier,
Eul di sini.
but they would just do that all the time. Like,
Oh, this is building up to be a fight here. They're coming in. Amber going in.
with the
Ember.
Remnant, looking for Thompson jumping away.
Ember.
Get the stun up over onto no one. He's still
Sendirian di
holding
depan.
onto that BKB, so I don't know,
Remnant
it's a
ke
lot
arah
of damage to
kuku.
go pop his own BKB.
Totem dibuka.
As
Totemnya
they'll get the toss over
free,
here
hit oleh
solo,
Bro.
gonna rejoin over with no one. Those
Timber
Snapfire
Kisses
Kisses
dibuka.
raining Hellfire down,
Tidak
but they've
membuahkan hasil
actively Delta
apa-apa.
split on the side of
Dari kedua
Na'Vi.
tim mulai
It's a lot of
tarik mundur.
BKBs and ultimates that just got used. They still are holding on to that black hole too.
Susah.
Yeah, on the side of T1, they used both their BKBs for this. So I think no one's very happy with that aggressive jump in and just getting a little bit of information for his team. And they still have BKB ready on both Drow and Enigma. So Na'Vi could look for a fight.
Got Zephyr hiding over here in the corner.
Jungle item di sini kita bahas
He's
untuk
got himself a shadow
Draw
amulet
menggunakan
now.
Mindbreaker.
Survivability is going to be what he adds. Finally, Ana, he was thinking about the
Untuk
Basher,
apa,
thinking about
Dawnbreaker
Swiftling,
sendiri
but he goes back for the
menggunakan
full Satanic
rekening
purchase
Sam
here.
ya, buat
So now it's going to be
cooldown.
very hard to bring down in one go.
Kemudian Ember juga menggunakan cooldown reduction, spell prism.
One might argue it
Kemudian
is
untuk
already difficult to bring him
Tasker
down in one
menggunakan
go.
Yeah, for
Telescope.
sure. And now he's going to be super
untuk
survivable.
view.
But it goes both ways. I mean, over on the side of Na'Vi,
Dan
this
yang terakhir,
Dawnbreaker ulti, the
Timeless
moving
Relicnya
ulti
dibawa
from the
oleh
Aghanims
Enigma ya
and then
untuk
having the
damage
Holy
magicnya
Locket
ya.
as well. He does a lot of healing.
Oke, it's not bad. Undying
Plus,
masih
miss chance,
menggunakan
of course.
Ring of
The
Aquila di
60%
sini.
Miss chance is really big since there's no
Radiant's
MPD
middle
on Jar.
tower is
Helicopter
under
memutuskan untuk
That is pretty
memakai
huge. V2 completing
Trickster
that
Cloak.
Scotty, so now they'll be able to counteract a little bit of that healing that's coming
Radiant's
through.
courier
But
has been
just
killed.
playing very
Untuk
carefully. They're letting
Berserker
know
menggunakan
he's
ceremonial.
okay.
is
On
under
White
attack.
One's courier, they know where they are now.
Wah anjing. Ini mah masih jelek-jelek
Dyer's
banget
courier
untuk
has been
Iwan ya, item jungle-nya ya.
Radiant's bottom tower
Banyaknya
is
masih
under
pakai
attack.
item tier
Okay.
2.
Sweden's
Sweden's
Strong gonna reveal
diving in.
himself.
Not good. Remnant ke depan.
Follow up with the Remnant a little bit far.
Helicopter ter-black hole.
Over onto the side, they finally get that black hole that they're
Terpick
looking for,
off
and they do
saja
so
tidak
much
ada yang
damage,
bisa
but they'll be able to get that kill.
cover
Zephyr
dari
pulling over
black
the back
hole.
lines. Cuckoo, the next one to go down.
Radiant's bottom
Jadi
tower
bisa
is
meng-cancel.
under attack.
Beautiful strike coming out from
This
the
is
side
bad for
of
T1.
Na'Vi as they
they got
finish
Thompson
off.
too?
Offset.
4 down.
Yeah, they got so many there.
Menyisakan
That was,
Earthseeker.
again, they're playing with confidence here, Na'Vi. The
TP
way
away.
they jump in with Tusk first gives enough vision that Ember Spirit can just dive in.
Susah,
And there's no
susah.
good response for T1 right now. When Ember
Nanti
dives in
konyol
looking for the
ada,
Winter
iya.
Wyvern,
Radiant's
there's just
depan-depanan
chaos.
sama
T1 are scrambling position
Drew.
ways, and
Jelas draw di
at the
cover
moment he
sama
flies in like that,
Enigma
it
di
feels like the
mana-mana.
fight is already
Radiant's
in a
middle
losing
tower
position.
is under
And
attack.
look at Drow and Enigma.
Untuk Na'Vi udah mulai naik ke high ground ya.
And just look at the amount of damage that
Radiant's
they're able to
structures are
output.
fortified.
Those couple
Radiant's
pulses here,
middle
Solar
tower is
jumping in,
under
and then
attack.
on the other side of the screen, you can see that Thompson just gets chased down
Free
by
tower
no
and
one.
barak
That opens
ya.
the space.
Radiant's
They're able to
middle
crack it
tower
over
is
on the side of
defense.
Na'Vi.
Yeah, they're gonna
42
get,
minutes into the game.
yeah, they're finally gonna get the high ground push here, and
One
it seems like
Radiant's
Na'Vi,
middle tower
the
is
draft is really
Radiant's
working
middle
well for them, but they're
barracks
also
are under
executing it so wonderfully. The way they dive in and understand the only threat that Enigma has in this
Radiant's
game
top
is
tower
Wyvern.
is
He
under
is
attack.
the puzzle piece, and T1, they have to find a way to solve this. If they don't have the Winter Wyvern able to fight, then they
Kan
cannot
masih
stop
belum ini ya,
Enigma from
belum
just murdering
menemukan
whoever he
jawaban
wants.
ya
And it's gonna
untuk
be
team
Ana
fight ya.
together with the
Black
Drow
Hole.
Rangers.
Scanning.
So they need to find
Ada
a
yang
way
bisa
to
cancel
allow
masalahnya.
Winter Wyvern to not get found by Ember, but it's so difficult.
I mean, it's pretty crazy to think, oh, look at
Ada
this. They're actually
Skadi
keeping the Eye of the Vizier
Bro.
over on Winter Wyvern for
Ternyata
that extra
di
cast
cancel ya untuk
range.
Yeah,
Butterfly
they also
nya
gave him
lebih ke
ninja
arah
gear so he can
Skadi.
smoke himself. He also has Shadow Amulet so he can go Invis, which he used against
Dyers
Ember
are
there.
scanning.
Untuk
All tools.
mengonter gyro satanik kayaknya.
Feels
Betul
like
saja.
Zephyr is got to play a flawless
Hero.
sort of game here if they want to be able to
Satanik counter oleh
get that counter
Hero Ranger
initiation that they're
menggunakan
looking
item
for.
Skadi.
No one waiting patiently off to the side. He's
T1
still smoked
memutuskan
up.
untuk
B-Tune positioning himself a little bit
Rosan.
further away. Gonna
Ringnya
reveal the
dibuka.
Ember.
Remnant
Black hole, yes.
There's the one remnant.
dibuka di depan,
Black
masuk
hole just
dari
yet, 20
ekor
seconds.
Ember.
BKB, no one
Solar
going
Guard
in.
dibuka.
Will be able to hold B-Tune off to the side, but
Kuku yang
using
mendapatkan
Winter's Curse. Maybe Kuku ends up
Aegis.
picking up that Aegis of of the border. So finally
This is
landing in with the kill
disaster
over onto
for
Zephyr.
T1.
Cuckoo, that's going to be the Aegis popping lace, looking for this
Belum menemukan
opening. He's going
jawaban
to black
dari
hole in about 4 seconds,
tim
but
fight.
Hobson's going to be able to just zip away using that
black
one
hole.
breaker. They'll get the kill on solo, and just like that, 3 dead over on the side of T1 with a very powerful strike coming out from the side of Navi.
They have no buyback on either Undying or Gyrocopter. This is going to be really difficult to hold any bit of your base remaining. The DD rune is allowing Drought to push super fast here. She was just sitting and laying in damage there, having such good front line. She has 3 heroes just jumping in front of her, and she was able to just stand and shoot.
Radiant's top towers are fortified.
They'll pop out the fortification. Not to say no one is just playing out of his mind here.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely my MVP for this game.
Radiant's top
he's playing so
tower
good.
is under attack.
No one.
It's rare that you'll see
No
a
one.
spirit.
Radiant's top
Just
No one.
hanging out by White
Tahun
Mons, like,
Whitemon
yeah,
di
there's
sini.
someone here. Just follow up though, over onto no one.
Snowball menyelamatkan Ever. Black Hole 2 orang. Black Hole yang indah dari Nation.
Now White Mom buying back, wants to be a part here, trying
Harusnya
to make
sudah
sure that they
GG
don't
di
get any
sini,
more out of the space,
cuman
but it's
tidak
gonna be
bisa
gosh darn impossible when you consider the
sama
fact
sekali
it's just him
dengan
and Cuckoo.
draft yang dimiliki oleh
They're not even
Navi.
scared. They're gonna keep going. They realize that they're respawning Gyrocopter and maybe.
Oh no, Cuckoo in the corner, they
Zephyr.
see you. Spy back from the Winter Wyvern. Can they get anything else here? Looks like they're gonna put the
Ember
damage
enam
over on
ke
the
depan
Swedish
lagi,
Stars. It's back
mengincar
up
ke arah
and
Zephyr
running,
dan
but over
buyback.
here, V2 just shreds through that tombstone. And now
Dieback dari
you cannot hide
Zephyr.
from no one. He is everywhere, all at once. If he
Black
can-
Hole kedua
for the black hole.
dibuka dan sekaligus menutup dari round pertama antara T1 melawan Navy.
The pressure coming in towards the end there. The black hole is going to seal the deal. And it seemed like Navi did a great job just holding off in the start of the game.
Gila. Parah sih. Navi so strong, dude. Aduh, kalau mainnya kayak gini sih, T1 gimana ya? Gimana guys ya? T1 gimana ya? Ini kan round pertama, game 1, round pertama. Beda ya? Kan round 1. Terus gitu kan round 2. Game 1, game 2 ya deh, game 1 ya. Oke lah. Terus pokoknya itulah ya. Oh no. Oh no. T1 teracak-acak. Gimana nih tim T1 nih? Kalau mainnya kayak gini sih aku nggak yakin sih bakal game 2-nya juga bakal bisa menang lawan Navi sih. Masih belum maksudnya belum klop antara 2 core Ana Thompson sama 3 player ini, player saya-nya. Cara mainnya kayaknya masih belum klop deh. Ya, ini malah lama nunggu gamenya. Biasanya anonim kalau lagi gini ngapain guys ya? Bahas apa biasanya? Oh, bahas ini, bahas ini. Last change qualifier TI 2022. Nah, bahas ini biasanya. Iya gak sih? Masalah T1 kalau kalah di sini dia turun lawannya Tempest. Sedangkan Tempest, kita lihat rekapnya, Tempest di grup A dia paling bawah, masih ada chance sih buat T1 ya di lower bracketnya ya. Kalau dia kalah lawan Tempest sih harusnya secara data statistik sih masih bisa survive. Ya kita anggap kalau misalnya T1 lawan Tempest dia menang, berarti dia bisa ketemu antara Infamous sama Secret atau XG. XG itu playernya siapa aja ya? XG. Oh no, Paparazzi. Kemarin sih lawan XG bisa menang bisa kalah sih. Udah. Nih 2 layar gua nonton Antonim sama lu Ben. Ya bagusan anonim lah daripada gua anjing. Astaga. Ini harusnya sih yang Extreme Gaming 1-0 melawan Secret. Oke. Oke, mengejutkan ya. Ini lama kalinya. Ini masalahnya ya untuk TI 2000. Ini masalah kok ada 2 ya last chance qualifier ya? Apa diambil SIM 1-2-nya ya? Ini aku masih belum paham sih. Ini bakal diambil juara 1, juara 2 atau diambil cuma juara 1 terus ada last chance lagi. Tapi ini kan udah last chance qualifier namanya. Udah nggak ada kualifikasi lagi kan? Habis itu kita udah masuk ke TI. Boom Esports sudah menunggu dan Talon di TI 2022. Lama. Cuma nunggunya lama banget ini. Sambil dengerin lagu kali ya. Biasanya kalau Dota itu lagu backsoundnya apa guys ya? Backsound andalan aja udah lah ya. Gak tahu lagu lagi aing. Kita bikin polling. Dukung siapa? Salah. Ciwan Navi. Tiwan no. Susah. Ciwan temennya Navi. Coba aku mau ngintip anonim ya. Anonim lagi bahas apa dia? Nah kan, ini juga gabut nungguin. Udah kita ngobrol aja berarti. Nah kena comeback. Ya bukan comeback sih, jatuhnya sih emang draft Draft dari Navi tuh masalahnya udah bener-bener draft combo, sedangkan dari T1 itu draftnya kayak gimana ya, kayak susah dieksekusi gitu loh. Kayak cooldown dikomboin sama Snapfire tuh Mortimer Kisses, soalnya kan si Snapfire-nya kan ini kan mainnya kan main magic, bukan main damage physical. Jadi dia kan nggak pakai skill bukan pakai skill 2, skill 3-nya, skill 1, skill 3. Jadi dia ngandelin ulti yang bisa diandelin sama, yang bisa dikomboin sama Mortimer Kisses cuman cooldown sama Winter Curse. Masalahnya kalau misal kita udah Winter Curse nggak bisa ditambahin damage, nggak ada combo yang masuk gitu loh. Sedangkan kalau dari arah Navi, ketika si Enigmanya buka black hole, bisa di apa namanya, bisa di combo sama right click dari draw, terus kemudian Ember ngacak-ngacak kan pakai Remnant masuk, terus Searing Chain lah apalah bisa dikomboin gitu loh. Paling Mortimer Kisses dikomboin cuma nama ini sama Archseeker, Visur, Enchant Totem. Kalau bisa memungkinkan Echo Slam itu pun kalau dapat momennya gitu loh. Cuman masalahnya si Navi nggak pernah kelihatan 5 di map, masalahnya agak susah. Lebih gampang dieksekusi inilah draft dari Navi lah ibarat kata. Kayak udah black hole udah kelar gitu loh, tinggal tugas Ember ngacak-ngacak supportnya kan. Masalah kalau si Ember dapat Earthseeker sama Undying, udah si Thompson nggak main gitu loh, nggak ada yang bisa dikomboin lagi. Sedangkan untuk Gyro sekarang di meta sekarang untuk right clicknya udah kurang gitu, bukan tipikal right click yang damage burst kayak dulu. Tipikalnya si Gyro tuh kalau misalnya temennya tuh sustainnya kuat, dia baru keluar potensi dari Gyronya. Semakin lama perangnya semakin bagus buat Gyro. Sedangkan musuhnya tuh main combo burst, nggak susah sih. Kayak aku bakal lebih bagus kayak tadi, kayak dari Snapfire lebih ke damage physical sih daripada ngandelin Mortimer Kisses ya. Karena masih ada ini loh, masih ada combo kayak cookies ke depan, dia bisa buka skill 1, skill 3 kan, nggak perlu ngandelin stun dari Earthseeker, bisa solo kill mungkin. Apalagi dari dari Navi ada Ember yang ada apa ya skill 3-nya namanya itu ya, Fire, Flame Guard tuh kan bisa nge-absorb dari magic skill. Kayak it's not good for T1. Tercounter semua sih hero-heronya. Mereka ada Tuskar, bisa nyelamatin yang terkena Mortimer Kisses kan. Ada Tuskar, ada apa lagi tadi ya supportnya, Tuskar sama Dawnbreaker, ada Solar Guard. Bener-bener ke counter sih. Udah ketebak banget tadi itu kalau yang bakal menang itu ke Navi. Susah banget draft dari T1. Bisa sustain di early mid itu aja udah bagus dari T1. Yang harusnya early midnya bisa di handle sama Navi, bisa di handle sama T1 sih udah good job. Nah, karena itu balik lagi ke arah draftingnya sih yang menurutku kurang ya untuk late gamenya ya. Late gamenya cuma ngandelin Gyro tadi, bukan ngandelin Snapfire lagi karena Snapfire-nya lebih ke arah magic. Tak intip ya, anonim.
Yang mau buat TI karena dia
Perbandingan caster asli dengan caster
KW.
KW.
Buat tahun depan aja. Tahun depannya dia pengen main di Eropa. Tahun depannya tapi
Ada aja loh yang dibahas loh.
Kebetulan dia emang udah lama tinggal di SEA juga, ya udah balik ke SEA lagi nggak masalah. Tapi sempat ke Eropa dulu, sempat balik bentar ke Eropa. Jadi tinggal di Malaya lama banget. Udah mau TI dia pindah ke Eropa bentar, dipanggil sama Ana balik lagi ke SEA lagi. Jadi kayak
Aku nggak tahu bang kalau masalah Ana balik kemana. Ampun
kalau nikah
suhunya.
terus menetap udah hampir pasti ganti warga negaraan. Kalau enggak biasanya ribet terus. Oh gitu ya. Benernya kalau nikah berarti gampang ini ya, gampang gantinya ya. Jadi misal gue mau ganti warga, contoh doang. Kalau nikah berarti udah pasti gampang, udah pasti di approve gitu gantinya.
Ada aja karena
Gua
banyak yang tanya. Iya sih, bener
misal
sih. Kalian gak ada yang tanya masalahnya anjing.
Kalau gue dapet orang Malay nikah gitu kan ya, udah pasti bisa ganti warga negaraan. Atau nggak bisa?
Nggak di sini, nggak di RP, kalian nggak ada yang tanya. Kalian tuh nyuruh kerjaannya. Bang RP, bang.
Lebih gampang ya?
Bang ini bang, bucin bang. Bukan nanya.
Negaranya, iya gue tau tentang negaranya, beda-beda sih. Terus kalau misal gue pengen kalau gue nikah sama Malay, nikah sama orang Malay, gue ganti warga negara, habis itu gue cerain. Saya sudah warga negara Malay, saya sudah tidak butuh kamu. Tujuan saya cuma ganti warga negara gitu kan. Berarti bisa. Jadi gue nikah, udah sah, udah pindah warga negara, gue cerain. Yang penting udah ganti kan.
Tuh. Banyak yang tanya gitu kan, seru gitu loh.
Itu goblok kan, gue tanya cuy, kan gue tanya demi ganti doang bisa nggak?
Emang babi.
Gak usah ngintip tulis yang anak. Oh oke, yang
udah mulai.
Yang ini ya.
Udah mulai guys. Mulai. Let's go di sini. Kita lihat draft buat tim.
Bridge with you as we start the draft of this game number 2.
Band.
We're still seeing those respect bands, right? We're seeing a respect band coming out.
Primal Beast.
Navi does not want to have to deal with that.
Respect
but
band.
A little bit of respect headed out to
Enigma,
the side
karena Enigmanya
of Navi
sendiri kan
with
tadi
the
nggak bisa
Enigma
dikonter
band,
sama
because
sekali.
we saw, it was hard, right? Lace had a difficult time. He was playing up against the Winter Wyvern. He was playing up against an Earthshaker, but he was so patient and had a lot of trust, honestly, with the rest of his team.
Band kedua dari Navi milih ke arah Marcy yang
had what was needed in terms of items and
untuk movementnya itu sangat-sangat
pretty
tinggi.
cool stuff here.
Yeah, I wonder.
Undying lagi
Dari
T1.
I feel like almost this first pick might be a little bit wasted against
Kenceng
Navi
kali nih.
they have not picked
Turbo
Undying
kah?
a single time. They
Bukan
have not
rank
banned
ini
Undying
kan,
a single time. I don't think they would
turnamen
contest your
TI
Undying.
kan.
So
Kenceng kali itu.
taking him as your
Iya.
first pick, I feel like Navi is the one team where maybe you could just
Navi
wait.
lebih
And if
milih
you
ke
want
arah
Undying, you
Clockwork
can
dan
snag him up at
Lina.
any phase.
Lina di sini.
The pick phase here because Navi still they're showing they don't
lagi OP
care about
banget
Georgia
sih
at all.
Lina.
5 seconds
No,
remaining.
it seems like it's.
Untuk meta yang
I
sekarang
don't even
OP
think they
banget
necessarily had a solution for him. It just they didn't care about it. It felt like it was a non-factor in a
Nah,
lot of
lihat.
those fights.
Pick kedua
and I
dari
don't know, maybe
T1.
that changes if you
Apa yang
don't
bakal
run it
di-pick?
as a position 3 on
Apakah
Cuckoo.
support?
If you'd use it
Apakah
more
mid
as
lane?
a
Apakah
support, but I guess it offers that flexibility to
carry?
T1 for the draft.
Ini
Flip side
harusnya
of things though,
support
looking
dulu
over at
sih.
Navi, you've got some really
Kita buka
nice
draft
lockdown coming out from them. You've got
Navi
the
dulu
Clockwork
harusnya.
pickup, which also gives you some vision, which I always think is super important in your draft. And then you've got Alina, who's going to be able to get those fiery soul stacks up and be able to just chew through, whatever they're throwing at them in terms of like
Morphling
a
untuk
tombstone or
top son.
just being able to sit pretty far back and be able to be a
Jawaban
chain gun.
Thompson
Because we saw that. What game was that?
buat
Where they had
counter
just all the
Lina
tanky
di arah
beefy boys
mid.
up front, and then you
Morpling.
just have the Lina sit far back and
I
dish
can't
out the
remember which particular one, but
Untuk
it's sort of a
Navi
theme that we've
sendiri
seen. I mean, it was almost the same
band
in the
ke
last
arah
game that we
ini.
saw here, with the Drow Ranger being the one to sit back and
Lebih
then
ke
having
banyak ke
three
respect
heroes
band
just
sih untuk
jumping
Navi
in
sih.
front of her so that
Yang
she
kemarin
could be
hero-nya lagi
allowed
OP
to deal
dipakai oleh
damage. And
T1
Lina
di
certainly, like you
band-bandin
said, is one of those
sebenarnya
heroes that
band.
can scale up to be a super right clicker.
Sedangkan untuk ke arah bending dari T1 sendiri sih lebih ke arah saving dari draftingnya sih.
I think Morphling is a powerful
Kayak
hero. Currently, I just
Enigma
think
di
it's
band
really
takut
strong.
karena
Every game I watch Morphling,
sudah ada
I
bisa
think
yang
he's
counter,
having big
kemudian
impact, so
AA
let's see if they
bisa
can
counter
run
dari arah Morphling
this
sama
Morphling to have a little bit stronger late
Lebih ke arah
game
saving.
than we had last game.
Turn to ban.
kembali
definitely saw
Navi
a very active,
respect band
Morphling.
dari
Previous matches
Kuku.
where they picked it up. Curious to see if they're going to
namaku,
really,
berisik
try
kamu.
to counter. We've seen a lot of like the Elder Titans that were getting pulled out of the woodwork, so
lebih
to
banyak
speak,
respect band.
to put pressure down on Morph. It usually was paired up with
Kuku,
was
hero
the
dari
enemy team was
Thompson.
having something like a Chen, so they could get the maximum of efficiency and damage using that spirit.
Drafting dari
But
T1.
yeah, no, this is something that they played very well in the earlier games, so happy to see it coming out for the summer.
Going back to a little bit more
Aku sih dukung
comfort here
Jarod
for
Dream, Bang.
T1. I think
Jarod
the
Dream
important
masalahnya
thing is just that their draft doesn't end up
seperti
being
namanya,
completely
hanya di
all
dalam
in on
mimpimu.
one thing working.
Belum bisa
Because I
ke
think
AI
Navi
dia.
are a team with the caliber that they can stop you from executing one single purpose.
Padahal
So
kan
you need
itu
to
kami
have
sama
a little
Dota
bit of
2 di
everything, or a
Indonesia
little
ya.
bit of a rounded draft that's capable of taking it in any different way. And Navi, we see them banning out the Furion. They want to protect their towers, similar to last game. I think those early tower contests are really important. We saw how much these teams were standing off on mid lane and fighting. Felt like it was 5 minutes or something of both teams just bringing people towards mid lane, staring at the tier 1 towers.
40 detik.
Navi's turn
There
to
was a
ban.
lot of
Reverse
staring
time.
going on. Yeah, it was pretty
Reserve
ridiculous.
time.
Navi's
Think about
turn
it.
to
I would like to see some
T1's turn
more
to pick.
lockdown over on the side of T1
Disruptor.
and
Jawaban untuk
perhaps more
Navi
team
untuk
fight, because
mengonter
this draft coming out from the
Morphling
side of Navi, it has a lot of really nice things going on, right? You've got well, you got plenty of lockdown from the first place. You've got a way of latching now, which is also pretty important. Forcing your opponents,
Untuk
do you
draft
just
Navi
leave that
sih,
person behind? Do you stay and
sejauh
fight
ini masih
when you have something
bagus
like
ya.
a glimpse? You've got very good damage just within the laning phase,
Counter-counternya.
being able to throw out the Thunder Strike. I'm liking what Navi's got on the table so
Aduh,
far.
aku masih
And
belum lihat
they end
combo
up
yang
with
ada
a
di
Tusk.
T1 sih.
We're on the side of T1.
Yeah, Tusk is not too bad to have on your team when you're against something like
Cuman kalau
Disruptor.
misalnya
You can easily turn it.
timnya di combo sama
And
ada
they
yang
do
masih
need
oke
some
lah.
disables. Having Undying is always gonna prompt you to get some solid disables in your team, because else you just run into the issue of the enemy TPing out from you over and over. So they're gonna take Tusk and as well as a Vengeful Spirit here. Okay. Haven't seen
Vengeful
too much
Spirit.
Venge.
They actually, I believe Navi ran Avenge at one point.
Berarti undyingnya kembali ke arah
Yeah,
ini ya.
I think I saw them draft it in one game. They haven't played it much,
Offlane.
but I saw that they played it as well.
Yeah, they ran it against
5
Tempest
seconds
actually.
remaining.
It was Visage Clock, Venge, Pango, and a Phantom Land. It's over on Navi. Not played it though on T1, so I'm not sure if they're thinking, perhaps we should protect. I'm not sure what the plan is with this particular hero, because she's not super meta. She's not bad necessarily, but we haven't seen her
bagusnya di mana ya T1 ya?
be used as a very strong
Lemah
hero.
banget tuh.
Yeah.
Lebih
And
bagus buat
while I
pick
would
off
say that
doang
T1 in
sih
general
untuk
are quite flexible as a
drafting
team. If they're playing into a Lina here, I don't think that Thompson has too much forgiveness for what he can get away with on mid lane. Lina is a very strong lane dominator, so something like a Venge mid could be very difficult to run. Same for Tusk mid. I don't think that's a very good matchup for him against Alina as well. So thinking that it's Thompson's hero that we're still missing, and that this is going to be probably just an offlane Undying again possibly, and carry Morphling.
I feel like T1's kind of drafted into a... Because again, we weren't sure exactly where this Lina was heading, but with the pickup of the Disruptor, becoming more and more clear that it's probably that mid.
It's very likely when you see the Lina that it is going to be played as mid, because she doesn't have anything that she fears. Normally when you pick a flex pick hero, it's like, oh, I don't like that matchup, can I go somewhere else? But Lina,
ya,
she's
drafting
just
Navi ya,
happy.
bagus
Every
banget ya.
single matchup, that's easy, I can win that. And they're gonna add
Banyak yang
Beastmaster
bisa
now, giving
dikombo sih.
themselves some big tower push, even more vision. Look at the
10
crazy
seconds
vision game
remaining.
on the side of Navi. They have Clockwork for the rockets, they have Hawks coming in as well,
5
and with that
seconds
vision,
remaining.
they can get glimpses out. So very synergetic draft here from Navi. I like what they're building, and they get a bit more front line as well.
Yeah, I like the consideration that they're giving vision, and like you said, a really neat sort of dynamic when you have something
kasih
like
Rukana
the,
ya.
or even just the rocket flare, right? If you're able to throw it out, you can grab that
Lihat
glimpse,
carry
push them
masing-masing tim.
right back into your arms. Clock can get into position if needed. You've just got so many pieces that fit together so nicely with this draft of
Navi's
Navi
turn to
currently.
bat.
Now all you need is just that major, right-click damage
T1
dealer.
lebih milih buat banding hero
Curious to
mid
see,
lane ya.
what they opt for, considering what we're looking at here on the side of T1.
Yeah, I think for now I'm feeling them
Padahal
being
Lina bisa ditaruh di
like
mid.
pretty flexible. They
10
can pick a
seconds
lot of different
remaining.
carries. I could see them running something like a Slark. I could see them grabbing
5
TL.
seconds remaining.
Quite a few things fit into Navi's draft still.
T1's turn to
T1,
bat.
they're probably considering what hero will solve the most of the problems that they have here. I would suggest like Puck for them perhaps, but it's difficult against the Disruptor. So, not quite sure what's going to be their solution here.
10 seconds.
No.
I like the idea of the
Navi's
puck, like you said,
turn
because
to
they'll give
bat.
them a skirmisher and it gives them a silent
Dua
smart
band
lockdown,
terakhir
but
dari T1 ke arah mid
I don't
lane.
know. Again, I feel like they're a little bit
Di
backed into a
OP
corner on the
sama
side of
Ember.
T1 with the way that they've been drafting. So
Wah gila sih.
Yeah, they have
Band
a lineup that's
bandnya
very
Navi
capable
sih
of playing aggressive.
semua hero
so
dari
still I would
player
feel something
T1
like
sih.
the Spirit
5
heroes being
seconds
strong
remaining.
options if you want to play something like Void Spirit.
Patch
You could
Ana,
easily
Mars
turn up the pace and
Kuku.
go for a lot of kills, but again,
Terus
I
Natur
feel
Prophet
like their
Kuku,
lineup is hinging
Tiny
a lot
Thompson,
on one player, Anathon.
Primal
Beast
So much
Thompson,
pressure was
gila
on him
sih.
in last game, and I feel the same way here. Lone Druid is the ban out. Yeah,
Lone
that
Druid
could have been a good hero to play as 4 and let the Morphling get big and just push with the Lone Druid and the rest of the team.
yeah, traditionally speaking, it feels like Void Spirit
Navi's
might be
turn to pick.
his choice because it does have a pretty okay. They go for the
Oke,
puck.
Morphling
Not worried
carry.
about it. They're like,
Oke.
it's gonna be hard, but I have faith.
Mid.
It
You
fits
do.
their draft.
Oke.
Right,
Yeah.
you've got the save with the
Okay,
snowball. You've
out
got a
of the
couple ways to
box.
kind of protect
Draft
people.
dari
Soul
T1.
works too.
The thing is that it fits their draft so nicely, even though it's difficult to play it into Disruptor. It is quite good against
kerennya
Beastmaster and
masih
Clockwork and Lina. All of them have pretty
Sendoknya
slow
gede.
disables. The hookshot is fast, but
Kepikiran,
outside of
anjir.
that, Puck has an easy
Gila.
time dodging these stuns. The Light Strike array is almost impossible to land on a Puck. So they just think, okay, it's synergetic enough against or with our own team, and it's decent against a few of the enemy heroes. But Disruptor is going to be the bane of this
Void
puck.
Spirit. Oke, berarti Linanya
Void
bener
Spirit
ke
for
arah
Navi
carry
instead.
ya. Mid lanernya Void Spirit.
Hey,
Oh,
Interesting,
V2
alright.
on the
Kemudian
Lina.
offline-nya
yeah, this is something a
arah
little bit different,
Beastmaster.
and I have to say I like it. I like the concept of this.
Oh,
How do you feel though?
I do not like the chances for the offlane of T1 here. I think that could be a difficult offlane laning into the Lina
Lagi-lagi
Disruptor
aku
lane.
suka
Possibly
dari
that would be
drafting
so
Navi
much
ya.
ranged damage output, and
T1.
like Lina core
Susah
here
dieksekusinya
against
nih.
Undying as well will be tough for Undying to get away with too much. The damage output is just great if he gets too close.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of harassment, like you said, being able to throw out that Thunder Strike, followed up with anytime you go a little bit too close. If you want, you can go for the LSA, you can put some more damage down. Very scary. And again, I don't think any of us really saw that coming. We were pretty sure that that was going to be a mid Lina, but with that last pickup, really solidifying, something a little bit different. And I really appreciate seeing things that are different within the draft because I think it's more
Navi sih,
interesting.
alik
And I
sih.
think that the people that set the meta are usually the people that are getting all the wins. So feeling pretty good about this draft from Navi. I'm not sure what's. Can you explain that a little bit more for me? Why they opted for it?
Yeah, for sure. First, I want to touch on saying that I think Lina is a good choice to put into safe lane here, though, because she can be so powerful, and when they have Beastmaster already enabling your character with X and lockdown, I think you can depend on her to be the main damage dealer, and the fact that they added in the Void Spirit, if he gets to the point of having Aghanim Scepter, then he can deal with Puck really well. It's a volatile matchup. But yeah, going into T1 and their draft, the Vengeful Spirit here, I think it's a nice hero when you have one hard carry that you're depending on him becoming big and strong, because the swap can work wonders defensively. It is going to be a core bench though, so we'll probably see a lot of suicidal swaps over on the side of perhaps Lina or even Beastmaster, try and get them out of position. And I'm expecting him to want to go for Aghanim Scepter to make these swaps without any real concern for his own life. So it will be fun to see what T1 are going to do with this.
Play something not super common. I like this game. I love the fact that we've got, you know, the safe lane Lina, we've got, you know, Vengeful Spirit picked up, things that are just a bit out of the norm.
Oke, ternyata
we have such an explosive game as game number 1, because game number 1 super hype.
Lebih ke arah Vengeful Spirit,
within the group stage.
bukan ke arah Undying
it could go either way.
Ke arah offline-nya.
It could. I think Navi currently are performing at a little bit higher
Berarti
level
Vengeful
than
Spirit-nya
T1,
harus
and T1 have
kejar
to find the
Aghanim.
stability in their performance, because when they play at their best, they're really dominating. But I think they have some weaknesses. Last game, I think it was highlighted more as a draft issue, even more so than their execution. I think they played the draft well, but they weren't able to really put the squeeze on Navi, and eventually they came out ahead. We'll see here if Navi have T1's number again, or if T1 are gonna show us something nice here with the core bench and the Puck. They can play really aggressive again.
Now, what did Navi do? Because I know they were never, you know, like, what's the word? I mean, no one ever thought that they were bad by any means, right? Obviously, they made it out out of their regional qualifier, but I think a lot of people were undervaluing them. What have they done recently to really solidify, you know, these victories and be able to, you know, prove like, hey, don't count us out?
I think to understand what is needed in the game, like they're playing the heroes that need to cooperate with each other are usually combining really well. If they identify that, oh, there's one simple way to solve a game like we saw in the last game, then they will go hard for that objective. And like basically what I'm trying to say is Navi's game understanding and how to break the game down is very good. But the important thing, I suppose, that sets them apart from some of the teams that have been doing a little bit worse here in this group stage before we went into the playoffs is just that they play better together. Like they're combining their abilities to a better degree. We have a lot of fantastic players. On and play into the timings.
No, I'll absolutely agree with that. And that also, you know, lends itself to kind of the difference between Navi and T1 especially, with the idea that they just recently brought on Ana. They brought on highly respected. You know, so many people are just tuning in. Just because the name is familiar, right? They played TI, they won. But at the same time, they haven't had as long of a time to play with the rest of their team, with Cuckoo, Zephyr, and Whitemon. So it is an adjustment. And while, you know, I'm a big fan of this support combination of Whitemon and Zephyr, and especially Zephyr last game, like watching his position
Easy meat
with Wyvern to try to get counter initiation. They provide a stable base, but it's still, you know, it's a learning experience. It's still finding that strike.
Easy meat.
These guys have been playing together for quite a while. Together. They've, you know, no one in solo alone. Like, these two guys have been playing together for how long? And that is something that you can't artificially create and just slap a sticker on and make it work, right?
That's definitely true. I like what you mentioned though, that they haven't had too long time to play together. I mean, Ana is known for treating Dota, you know, top tier Dota in the international like it's a summer job. You know, he wins TI, then takes some time off, and then when TI is starting to come around again, the season is up, he just rejoins. So I think if any player in the world is good at just joining a team and immediately performing at a high level, Ana is probably it. Like he's done this before.
Menang siapa menurut Ben?
Really
dengan berat hati sih aku lebih suka ke draftnya Navi sih.
They still need to turn up a little bit more if we're going to be seeing them.
Dengan berat hati ya.
I think they need to just find what is missing.
Navi lagi sih 2-0 sih ini mah.
we've seen, you know, Kazana has joined back throughout
Berharap
the
sih
year.
T1 bisa
Just on
eksekusi
different teams.
draftnya.
This is like, you know, we're Dota players. We say like, oh, we're gonna take some time off, we're gonna take a break, we're gonna go and we're gonna retire, and then we just keep crawling back again.
Eksekusi draftnya T1 nih.
And I feel like every time Ana has reappeared, whether it was on OG or, you know, wherever, people are like, oh man, this guy is gonna absolutely crush. And then when he, you know, understandably has some difficulties because it's a new team, he hasn't been playing or
Game kedua
whatnot,
dimulai.
it's the immediate like, oh my god, you know, this guy's so bad, blah blah blah, what is he doing?
Dari
It's a
Navi,
hard thing,
Disruptor,
and I think,
Lina sebagai
you know,
carry,
Thompson too joining
Wild
in,
Spirit,
he at least has someone
Midlaner,
that's also very friendly that he knows quite well.
Clockwork sebagai
But
pos
Thompson
4
also
dan
just, you know, kind of finding his
Beastmaster
stride, playing
offlane
with
pos 3.
these other guys that they haven't had the
T1 sendiri,
experience with. And they're all exceptionally good,
mereka
but
full space sebagai
you can't
offlane,
artificially
kemudian di
create these bonds, these
Morphling
trusts, and just the
sebagai
synergy
carry,
right off the bat.
pos 1.
Finally we get into the game
Kemudian
here.
ada Undying sebagai support 5.
And
Dan
T1
ada
positioning in their own
Taskar
jungle, just waiting on
arah
high ground,
support
see if
4
anyone is
dan
coming over. But seems
ada
like Navi
Pak di arah
are actually
mid.
making a 5-man move right here. They already moved down bottom with Lina. Going for an interesting starting build, by the way, on V-Tune here on the safe lane.
I was gonna ask about that. I was looking at it, I was like, 3 branches and blades of attack. Like, that seems kind of weird.
Thompson sama Ana sih
It's
suka
quite common for a lot of ranged
aneh.
carries to go for no regen builds and go for as high damage output as possible, and like the best build, it's what we saw a lot throughout this year's DPC as well, with like different magic wand, iron branch builds. Nice way to start out, I think, for Lina, since she has such long range. She can really lay in the right clicks.
Very curious to see how this safe lane leader progresses.
Oke,
Just
untuk
because I'm
Ron
not super
sendiri
familiar with
2
seeing
untuk 2
her
ya
in this
sepertinya.
particular role. This is a hero that I really, really enjoy, and I can see the potential,
Whoop.
especially when you look at the lineup.
T1, oh,
quite fast
miss. Calculated dari
Take a little bit of damage here.
Navy, dari
Turn back
Lina,
around, throw out the LSA.
meninggalkan Rune,
It's a pretty fast hero.
dimanfaatkan dengan baik oleh
Yeah, but 3
T1
runes going
T1.
to T1, so they get a bit of advantage already going into the laning stage.
3 untuk 1 ya untuk Rune. Awal yang baik untuk T1.
So which lane are you the most interested in watching for
Oh
the game?
no.
I'm a mid player. I'm very biased. I'm gonna be watching no one. If I have a chance to watch no one in his laning stage performance, I'm gonna be watching him a lot. You're gonna have to keep me updated on the side lanes.
Di T1 ada player Indo ya.
Alright, well I'm
Kalau
trusting you to
enggak
watch
sih,
that mid lane
ya
like a
di
hawk,
T1
then.
ada 2 player Indo, ada si Sever sama si
Speaking of
Whitemon.
hawks here, this top lane, we've got Lacey's got the point and the
Terkena
axes. It's just going to be able to do
Thunder.
a lot of damage over here to Whitemon. And again, this is a hero that typically gets picked up because he is a lane
Whitemon
dominator.
dengan
And
darah
he has landed
yang
quite a few
sekarat.
stacks of decay. My god, there's only
Coba untuk
380
mengganggu landing
HP
dari
for Lace. They do have to be careful, but it doesn't
Lace.
feel like he's suffering too badly because Solo just continues to harass using that Thunderstrike. Axes come through
Whitemon.
again, and he's a big tanky boy. but
Whitemon,
you start to get these stacks up.
Whitemon.
He's kind of dodging back. So you have the decay. Ana though,
Ana.
makes his way over, sensing blood in the
Apakah
water,
first blood?
makes the way
First blood
forward.
didapatkan oleh Ana di sini.
But end of the day, there it is. There's our
Menggunakan
first blood.
decay
That was
dari
a lot of hard work and
Whitemon yang
preparation
dimanfaatkan
there by
baik oleh
Whitemon,
Ana.
spamming for so long, and finally,
Mendapatkan
when you have a
first blood
Morphling, he's
ke arah
able
Ana.
to join you so easily there. Just one waveform and
Membuat
he's in with the right clicks.
Untuk network dari Ana yang ngeboost di awal-awal. So good.
Bottom lane seems to be going pretty quietly.
Whitemon,
for the time being.
Whitemon
Getting a kill up top,
mengejar
maybe.
ke arah
He's chasing him
Solo.
Finally gonna run away.
Waga, you baited me. Immediately top, and I'm just like, well, not yet. Anyways.
Lebih mengarah untuk mengganggu
Himself the
dari
mango, just
Beastmaster
continue
ya
to
untuk
put that
Whitemon ya.
decay pressure.
Pilihan yang bagus. Melepas dari Disruptor, lebih untuk
Checking the mid
memilih
lane,
untuk
very much neck and neck
mengganggu
here.
ke arah
11 and 1
Beastmaster di
over
sini.
on the Void Spirit and 10 and 1 on Puck. So both of these guys
Di bawah,
matching up pretty
Lina.
equally. Bottom lane, a little bit of aggression though over onto V2.
Low
Very
HP.
nice cogs though from Sweden Strong. We'll be
Offer yang
able to
bagus
protect
dari
V2 a
seorang
little bit
Clockwork.
longer. In fact, that battery
Menggunakan
assault
power
being
cog.
very annoying against Stuffer.
Yeah, just trading
Dan,
hits. He's gonna run back in
baterai
the end.
namanya,
V2 is
skillnya
gonna
itu
be
apa sih?
fine, but
Baterai
needs some
assault
time
ya?
to regen using the
Saya
tango.
lupa-lupa ya skill-skillnya.
But good
Ya, benar,
trades here.
baterai
I
assault
think that
dan power
overall Navi's lane is probably a little bit stronger. but when T1 go in with a Venge and Tusk at the same time, they can trade pretty hard. The issue is Lina is always so far back though.
Dari Void Spirit.
I think it's a really nice pairing too when you've got something like
Untuk
a
Lasitnya sendiri
he's
sih,
able to kind of throw his body
Thompson
forward.
tertinggal
If
4
they
Lasit ya.
get out of position, he's able to hold them in place.
Wajar karena
it's just what we keep seeing with V2 when he's playing
melee
things like Drought, what he's
pasti
playing now this
harusnya
Lina.
dapat Lasit yang
He's very
lebih
happy
banyak
to sit
daripada
far
range.
back and just apply the
Animasinya
damage while
yang
the rest of his team tanks it.
Lebih cepat ya kalau
So far,
di
I have to
Dota.
say, I didn't expect
baru
Kuka to
melee.
have this many CS here. He's getting a pretty decent laning stage despite laning into Alina, who is so good at harassing.
Harass here over onto
Agresif
Lace. He's just sitting
permainan dari
so low. He's got
dari
12
Ana.
stacks of decay. That feels very tough.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We already see the intentions.
Untuk
well
kedua
by Ana
landing,
with Morphling, by the way. He's going straight for an
carry-nya
early link
sih
sphere in this game. When you play against stuff like
saling
Beastmaster,
haras ya,
then
saling main
it's
agresif
super nice
ya.
to be able to have protection. Also Glimpse
Biasanya
having
main-main aman.
Lincolns to block that.
That's true. This is a very value Lincoln Sphere sort of game.
Untuk di mid lane-nya sendiri sih saling main aman ya.
Bit of harass over onto Sweden. Strong again. Follow up though from V2. Just throwing out the LSA. Says back off. Don't touch my clockwork.
Untuk lasitnya dipimpin oleh Morphling dengan 29 lasit 10 deny.
Apart from the fact that
disusul
top lane is going
Void Spirit
heavily
di mid
the way of tier 1. Like
28 lasit.
this Beastmaster, Lace is not able to get any CS.
Lina mengejar
Like
dengan
mid lane
23
and bottom
lasit
lane
dengan
are
3
very
deny.
close, but Lace has just been bullied away too much. This Undying, we can see why it's a first phase
Untuk
pick for
Ana
T1,
sih,
why they rate it so highly, and you have to
Untuk lasit
question
32
Navi. They
dengan
never
deny
touch Undying, they don't ban him, they don't pick him,
deny.
but Lace probably wishes they did right now. He's not having a great time.
Membuat
But
Beastmaster
I also
susah
feel like
untuk
this is a
farming.
team that-
Beastmaster
Oh gosh, all right. Lace is forced to go. Pop the stick. It was a little close.
hampir saja.
Solo will just rejoin and they get the salve used. I was gonna say that's like one of the things. It seems like even if they get bullied around in lanes, Navi is able to
saja
recover
dari
quite well. And I
Morphling.
feel like a lot of that has to do with no one being on these tempo heroes and having just a really strong understanding of where he needs to be and what his role is in each game.
Ana,
Yeah, we
kemungkinan
can
untuk
expect him to
awal
make
dia
rotations
bakal
now too. He got his level 6, so he has the
ngejar
Astral
Lincoln.
Step. And with the next rune spawn, we
Buat
should see
sustain
rotations coming in from mid laners.
landing, kemudian bisa buat
Grab himself a bounty rune. Fill
Glimpse
up the
kembali,
bottle.
Wet
Might
Mon.
actually run over to
buka
Zephyr.
totem.
Wandering through.
Oh,
Yeah,
SP
there
dari
it
Wet
is.
Mon.
Step.
Oh, Lace needed
Pertukaran
Looks off as
Wet
Lace.
Mon
Yeah,
dengan
absolutely needed. It does end up getting the
Beastmaster
response
yang
kill,
sangat
but
worth it ya.
with the drag, Thompson's here. Sweden strong,
Offlane
doing what he can to
ditukarkan
try
dengan
to
support
assist, but
dan
he's only level
Ana
4.
mendapatkan double kill di
He
atas.
gets a kill on solo. My goodness.
Double kill apa?
Everyone
Chased
just
him
realizing
down.
it's
Nah,
time to
yang
go.
atas tadi
Yeah, with
Zombie yang
power threats, he was just
bunuh
right clicking him down so
ini,
much.
yang bunuh
Radiant's
Brings
top
down
tower
both
is
heroes. The
under
top
attack.
lane is sort
Oh,
of
double
disaster
kill,
for
double
Navi
killing
right now.
spree.
There is the catapult wave. They have to go and stop this.
network
Or
dari
we're
Ana
gonna take a
semakin
lot of tower
jauh,
damage.
meninggalkan Beastmaster yang sangat-sangat
They're gonna be
besar
fine.
untuk landingnya.
Just a pull coming in from Viper.
See a lot of nothing in your future.
A little bit off on that glimpse over in the mid, but definitely applying some pressure
Untuk
onto
mid
Thompson.
untuk mid lanernya masing-masing saling main aman. Hanya ya
Right now, I think Navi, they need to coordinate something with no one. But the fact they didn't get the rune, the Arcane rune going the way on Thompson, it makes it hard for no one to make a gank. He's too low mana right now
Ana
to make
dengan
a big move.
permainannya yang agresif membuat Beastmaster sangat
It's quite a
susah
difference
untuk
from game
farming.
number 1, where I feel like things amped up pretty quickly once we had those level 6s online.
Terus kakak sendiri udah mulai
Oh,
rotasi.
there's still time. There's still a little bit of
Udah
time
mulai
before all the
ditinggal
movement
sendiri
starts
di area
coming. I think
bottom.
they are certainly playing some active Dota already,
Pull
but
dari area.
I think that T1 are very content to keep status quo as much as possible due to how much they're farming on their Morphling.
Tarik saja. Baik oleh Clockwork.
The Falcon Blade completed now for Lina. Next up will be the
Ana.
Maelstrom, it appears. Pretty well down
Main
here.
sangat agresif dengan Morphling.
It's like we can see Thompson is making a
White
rotation.
Mon.
He's got himself the Dream Coil. He's also going to be able to grab
White Mon
himself
dan
the
Ana
bounty rune.
sangat agresif.
Refill the bottle.
Yeah,
Look at this. Yeah, you can see Navi backing up a bit. Vichun trying to get these creeps a little bit closer to his tower.
Remnant yang gagal. Oh.
Trade a bit back and forth over with no one on
Thompson
Thompson.
mengarah ke Remnant.
Gets a haste rune. That's a good one for Void Spirits. This is what they needed to start enabling him.
He's gonna go for the dive on Thompson. They'll end up using the dream.
Oh,
He just gets
Thompson
dragged right
terpick
back
off
in.
di area
Very
mid
nicely played by
karena
no one, getting a solo
Void
kill.
menggunakan
And the first
haste
dream
rune.
coil not gonna work out for the side of
Dengan baik.
T1.
That's such a big outplay.
Place.
Dan di sini
Place is
Ana
dead.
kembali
Rest in pepperoni.
hasil mempick off Beast
Someone
Master.
getting
Not looking good for solo
Killing
either.
spree didapatkan
I was
oleh
about
Ana.
to say, got the thumbs up over on Ana, but I think they're absolutely
Oke,
fine diving
Ana
him. White One's got a
sangat
decent
agresif.
amount of health,
Ingin
980
mendapatkan
total max.
double
So
kill
they're gonna
di
chase him
area
down the corner. The
di
teleporter's
area
coming in,
atas.
but it might have just been a little too late. All right, now one, he does manage to go grab himself up. White One sure would love to have grabbed Ana, but not going to be the case just yet. As the bottom lane, they do their own
Rotasi yang sangat
rotation. They
baik
find kill on
dilakukan
speed
oleh
and strong.
T1.
V2 just teleporting out. He says, "Yep, I don't want to be here anymore. See ya."
Now we're starting to see the mid laners engage on the side lanes a lot here, with no one getting a kill bottom or top, and at the same time Thompson moving down bottom as well. The rotations are completely opening up, and V2 moving over towards the mid lane on his Lina. He's really quite farmed right now. With this Javelin, his DPS is skyrocketing as well.
Oke, untuk arah
I feel like so both of these mid laners, right? They have a similar purpose. They have, you know, the capability of being tempo, making space, achieving these ganks. But I feel like at the end of the day, Navi's draft is just a little bit stronger in terms of being able to put the damage down on the towers afterwards when they're going for that maximum efficiency. What do you think?
It's stronger for that. The
dari
thing is though
Void
that T1 are
dan
scaling
Clock.
slightly better into late game just by having more fleet. I think Lina is great. But she's getting caught out. Nice there.
Kuku swap ke arah
Go for the swap, but can't outrun no one.
Oh,
As
down.
Sweden Strong following up with the battery assault.
Kuku tidak bisa menyelamatkan
That's a
diri.
dead Kuku and over in the mid lane. They don't
Dari
use the Dream Coil over on solo.
dan
So just kills happening
Spirit.
all over the map right now.
Yeah, he stays a little bit too far up. He's trying to get
Mid.
levels. He's only level 3 on
Disruptor
Disruptor, so
kembali terpick off.
he wanted to be mid and try and leech some experience
Thompson.
because it's minute 10 and he's level 3. This is a big problem for him. He needs to get that ulti early so they can get some kills. Even using the tome, he's only level 5 flat. Still has to farm the full next level to level 6.
Except for going a bit deep here, wanting to chase after V-Tune.
Laguna Blade ke arah Whitemon. Whitemon
It's not looking great here for this clockwork. As
dari
Lena just sitting back, clicking
Dota.
down with his tombstone. Solo also joining in though. Could opt to go for a glimpse play
dibuka ke
if
arah
he's able to. In fact,
Toaster,
yes, he
bisa
finds himself a
mendot
candidate,
dengan
but
menggunakan snowball
not going to
ke
be
arah
able to quite finish it up and connect
Void.
Zephyr rolling forward over onto no one. But this is not looking good for him because they'll still be able to get the kill. But only Thompson, after that whole exchange, is going to be standing on the side 2-1.
It's a tough hero to try and roll onto the Void Spirit. He just puts down the Astral or the Ether Remnant and then uses Dissimulate to dodge your snowball. So you get disabled and he doesn't get stunned by a snowball and then he gets the kill. So nice play by Navi moving in there. I think they got a little bit too deep on T1, but I can appreciate that they're trying to be aggressive and distract from the fact that Morphling is farming.
Sudah mendapatkan preference di menit ke-11. Roar dibuka dengan follow up dari Lina
There's
dengan
also a
tipi ke
gank over
atas.
to the mid lane.
Ana
Over
sedang dalam
onto no one.
bahaya.
They use the Dream Coil, and that's going to be a shared experience in the top lane though. Ana, they have the LSA. Navi, he's here. He's hunting for him. Can they get the
TP
no,
away
they're
dari
not going to be able to grab
Ana.
him. He'll be able to teleport out.
Save the day.
It's lucky they got the TP cancel there on the mid lane because if Disruptor TP'd in as well, he would be dead 100%. So nice thing that they canceled him over there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Seeing the pressure over onto the mid tower, they'll go and use the fortification. Oh, I'm going to use the thunder off the tower.
Walrus pasti buka ke arah Clockwork. Tim Tech dibuka dan Thompson yang mengambil killnya Karatus mengamankan, mencoba untuk mengamankan pun.
I'm a bit concerned for Navi because I think right now T1 are actually not that strong. They are ahead by quite a bit, but their timing is going to be when they have Aghanims on bench. Morphling is also not really doing anything to join fights and contribute yet.
Buka totem
This is only going to get more difficult as the
apa
game progresses here for Navi. They need to start enabling Lina and get more
untuk
value.
merusuh.
So how would you
Farming
recommend
dari
they do that? Like what's the
Lina.
plan to
Dream
really
Coil
unlock
dibuka
potential?
ke arah
Do you get a Dream Coil again over onto no one?
Void Spirit.
Going a little bit too far out here.
Tidak ada yang
Not sure if they
follow
were
up
trying to
dari
aim and just get the
Thompson.
stun. They won't be able to go and
Terbuang
grab
saja
Zephyr.
dari Dream Coil.
Thompson these clicks moving
Glimpse
down to
kembali
low
dibuka
ground. And
ke
Solo
arah
comes
Thompson,
back in. He
bisa
says,
di-dodge
yeah, I
menggunakan
got static storm if they're able to grab him, but not
Pook. Apa
quite
ya
able
namanya?
to
Pook.
again have that connection. So pressure being
Lupa
placed
nama
over
skill.
on this mid tower. They do have these rally creeps. Don't do quite as much damage as they used to be able to, but they'll take the mid tower.
Yeah, they get the tower. They have good heroes against the Glimpse in a way, actually, because they can dodge with a snowball, and the Puck also able to keep himself safe
Radiant's
there.
top tower
But
is under attack.
One being forward. Waveforming underneath the tower, realizes, alright, they're probably sweeping up towards me. They just stick the mid tower. I'm just gonna leave and go down to the buy angle.
Coba untuk farming
funny to
dari
me how long they've been able to just sit and chill with Vengeful bottom. So we see a nice brawl here.
Yeah. Tanky boy
Hookshot
versus
dibuka,
tanky
swipe
boy.
pun dibuka
Hookshot,
ke
though,
arah
swap coming in from Cuckoo, but needs to be careful. Alright, the
Clockwork
follow-up from
dan
Ana, make sure that they get that kill. And the
sekarang
closing is
di-delete
up as
oleh
no one zips in
Point
and
dengan
zips out as fast as he can.
teleportasi dan dua
It feels like
ultimate
Navi
ya.
are starting to do what they need to, which is use this Dark Troll Summoner that they have dominated and take down some towers. They had a really tough start for Lace in this game. He had such shutdown farm and lane mistakes, but now finally they can start using the Beastmaster to take towers. I think they have to make more moves like this because T1, they're allowed to farm so much, and once the Aghanims is up on bench, I think they hit a great power spike.
Okay, I like this. They decide to go for a smoke. Sweden Strong and Solo going to make their way towards what appears the upper part. They do have a roar available over on Lace too. Looks like they're gonna play behind no one, see if anybody jumps them. They do have that hook shot available.
No one in this game has his Yule Scepter complete as well. Nice tool to protect yourself against the Puck. Pretty good overall here as well.
There's a big scan. They realize there are people coming. See the
Thompson
hook shot,
terkena
leading
hookshot
into the
dan
static storm. They're gonna just try to blow Thompson and they'll be able to find it. Whitemon popping
Static
off
storm
with that flash golem. It's gonna try
terdelete
chasing
saja
up
di
the
area
fusion. They
mid,
get the swap
kemudian
off, so it
dipanis
looks
dari
like the poor little clock is going to just get absolutely run over by
oleh
Cuckoo and
Kuku dan
Whitemon.
di area mid.
Yeah, one kill for
Dengan
Cuckoo. Finally starting to join in for the fights here. And Zephyr trying to set up top. He wants to get a kill on the Beastmaster somehow, but he's playing safe on Lace.
Dan untuk saving di arah top lane,
So for Navi, is the hero that you want to focus on going to be Lace, just having his movements around the map put the pressure down, or is there someone in particular that you feel like we should be watching?
Dari
At this
Zephyr
point, I
dan
think it's
Whitemon
about
ke arah
no one
atas
and what moves he
mengincar
can make,
arah
but we have a
Disruptor
little
dan
bit of fight
Beastmaster
here with Zephyr.
Glimpse.
Going in, fighting Soul.
Glimpse
One
glimpse
response.
back, so just Zephyr versus
Delete
Solo. It's
saja
still
dari
gonna end up in a kill.
Kuku yang ternyata di Glimpse ya.
Sweden Strong does manage to snap up the Invis rune away from Thompson.
T1 are feeling
Dream Coil dibuka ke arah Point
Is the
Spirit.
Dream Coil coming into play? No one getting caught out over on the side. He's just getting stun locked. It's not looking very good. Laguna Blade. They do a lot of damage along this lane. The Phoenix is back. Can they take down Thompson? Sweden Strong not messing for Whitemon though. They'll use the roll triple kill now for BJ. Oh my god.
Lina mendominasi pertarungan di arah
And they
mid.
bring back
Oh my god, there it is.
Technically.
Oh,
For
right?
kill
We counted.
untuk Lina.
It's
Gara-gara
two
lu
kills.
gua di sekolah.
it's close enough.
Kasih Liva.
Yeah. That's really amazing the way they position there, and they enabled Lina to get all the records done. Look at Void Spirit going in, taking a lot of the focus. They burst him, but they use so many resources just to get him killed, and nobody is able to go on Lina. You can see her auto attacks is flying in, and to swap her in finally, but already they have used so much.
Lina dengan 4 killnya langsung mulai menyusul dari network dari Ana, mendapatkan ultra kill di area mid dengan teamfight seperti
Oh yeah, he's in a great spot now. Now he has full
itu.
BKB complete as well. With Maelstrom, with Falcon Blade at 17 minutes. This is some fantastic
terpredik oleh T1.
Brigand's Blade, which is a strong neutral
dekat
item
dengan
for
tower
Lina.
dan terpanis saja oleh Lina.
So after that fight, how nervous are you now if you're T1? Because you have been ahead, you have been in a good position. You've been making some nice moves. You're still technically ahead, right? You still have a pretty good control. You've got that 2k net worth lead, but it definitely feels scary after that whole fight just occurred with the way that they were able to have V2 sit so far back and get so much done.
The difference was one team enabling their carry in this fight, and the other team didn't have a carry anywhere near. They didn't have a tier 1 tower.
Kemudian Beastmaster dengan creep-creepnya
So I think T1
power
have
kedua
to be
dari
careful about taking fights where they're not able to get value from the Morphling.
Gonna be the smoke. Combing through this jungle.
Oke, one response terdelete saja. Disruptor.
I think you're happy with that if you're Navi.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it does feel great to lose a hero like this. They're also gonna lose control over that area right now. But at any rate, the tier 2 tower did go down before this. Beastmaster finished his job in that sense. Top lane is now clearing out a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're gonna lose someone, it's always better to lose your support and not your core there.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, you'd like to avoid losing anyone if possible. Sometimes it just doesn't pan out that way. As Sweden Strong would definitely know because he keeps walking into like everyone on the side of T1, it feels.
You have to be brave sometimes. Sweden Strong, by the way, is going for the Aghanims on his clockwork as well. Gonna go for that spam of rockets that we saw yesterday as well by the Aghanims clock. Quite powerful tool to have.
Oke. Navi membuat pergerakan lebih untuk memilih ke Roshan karena Lina telah menyelesaikan BKB sekaligus Maelstrom yang dimilikinya. Sepertinya T1 tidak sadar kemungkinan besar free Roshan yang didapatkan oleh Navi. Glimpse dibuka ke arah kuku. Hookshot ke arah Pak. BKB arah dibuka, coba untuk pick off ke arah Disruptor. Dreampile juga dibuka ke arah Lina. Kuku down saja di sana, terpanas oleh Lina. Aegis terpakai. Buyback dari arah Disruptor. Swap dibuka mengarah Lina. Ana dengan PD dan gilanya mendapatkan Lina. Ana membantai-bantai dari lini support. Kemudian Lina pun terpick off oleh Ana dengan item yang dimilikinya.
There's a lot to talk about that happened there. Beautiful blink save by Zephyr
dari Ana
with snowball reaction, but also that haste room was so valuable for Ana, allowing him to chase down a lot of people. And I think T1 really needed this. You'd think that Navi would win this fight easily since they just got Roshan. Initiation is clean on puck, but look at Tusk saves the puck from the chain stun there by Lina. And from there on, that haste rune spawning in
4K sekarang
and Morphling
network yang delete dari T1 ke arah Navi. Ana semakin meninggalkan
that's like super important to mention that. Honestly,
Lina
I had a moment of just total forgetfulness. But when you have that BKB on your Lina, you know, you feel very powerful, but you have to remember Swap goes through that.
Swap goes through and Morphling's right clicks as well. I mean, Morphling wins the trade really hard against Lina in a 1v1 if he's next to her. And he's gonna go for a Manta into Eye of Skadi. Once the Eye of Skadi is complete, like that's a way down the road, right? But once that's complete, it will be difficult for Lina to stand and fight.
Feels like the BKB gives you a little bit of a false sense of security. And as Ana grows more and more powerful,
Ana telah mendapatkan Yasha, lebih memilih ke arah Manta terlebih dahulu, kemudian dilanjutkan ke arah Skadi.
When you see the damage pouring out from the side of T1.
He's not really a tanky frontliner. He's more just about trying to catch people and let his team follow up. The issue is though, if Tusk is ready with the blink save, they can disjoint that follow up. Navi rely heavily on chain stunning stuff and killing them during the chain stun, but they can protect against that with Zephyr.
This is one of my reasons why I'm a huge fan of Zephyr, is just his positioning is always very, very good. So he can pull off either some saves, the counter initiation, like we saw on the Wyvern earlier. it's definitely one of those people that you have to
Beastmaster terlihat dan
come forward. They
diincar oleh
find
Thompson.
themselves lanes.
Snowball
They've
dibuka
got
mengarah ke
double
Beastmaster, terdelete saja oleh
necessary, but you know what?
Thompson.
It's not necessary. Thompson will happily clean up the
Panis karena
Beastmaster
tidak
and tidy up his
mau
own jungle
meninggalkan
here.
area
Yeah, they get
jungle.
the kill, they start pushing top, they take off the
Panis
outpost
oleh
again,
T1.
so that area of the map is again under their control. Meanwhile, Navi want to do the same, but I'm not sure they have the time to move over to take the outpost. They're TPing in on it actually. T1 are looking to
Rewarding
fight.
dilakukan oleh Disruptor. Snowball dibuka, wall response dibuka dan dieksekusi oleh Thompson.
These things happen.
Mendelete
Yeah, they happen,
Disruptor.
but now they're in a terrible spot. They
sedang
don't have
melakukan
control
reward.
of the top part of the jungle,
Ana
and bottom part of the jungle
dengan
is
PD-nya
also belonging to
mulai
T1, so they're really on the back foot now.
menyentuh ke
That
arah
and now
tower
they don't
2
have a static
dari
storm to try to help
Navi
protect
di area
this
mid.
tier 2. And that is that's a big deal, you know. That's also
White
their
Spirit
tech.
membuka skill
Jump forward,
ultimate.
swap coming into play.
Lagu Nablet ke arah kuku. BKB dibuka oleh Lina. Hookshot. Ana too strong. Power chop dibuka. Green Coil dibuka. Kemudian Snowball pun dibuka untuk menyelamatkan Thompson. Glimpse dibuka ke arah kuku. Bayangan kuku lebih tepatnya. Ana too strong.
That was just not the decision going in there by V2 and trying to kill the
Ana
vengeful.
too
Even if you get the burst on her,
strong.
she's going to swap you when she dies because she will come back and have spells ready. That was never going to work out in a good
Swipe
way.
ke arah
Now,
Beastmaster down saja di sana.
Okay. Place was
Wow.
not there
Static
anymore.
Storm
They
yang
got a static storm, which is nice, but
tahu kegunaannya
a little bit
apa.
more damage because look at these guys, they don't care. They just stand there, they
Static
don't even drop their
Storm
seeds of
putus asaan
serenity.
nampaknya.
They're like, all right, we'll just stand in our grass, we'll touch grass while you do
Disiplin
that.
play ditujukan oleh tim
Please, Moxie is called
T1.
the Verdurous Dale.
Sebelum
We
mendapatkan
talked about
power
this.
1.
We prepared.
Please use its formal name in the time
Memilih
going
untuk
forward. You know, if I
mundur,
do that, people will be like, what
melakukan
the hell
rewarding
is she
dan
talking
farming.
about?
Yeah, you should just be talking about how Ana is doing a lot of damage due to Dark Mercy. The Brigand's Blade passive effect. Of
Smoke
course, you know
dilakukan
what all
4
these
orang
random
dari
names
arah
are.
T1.
Oh, for sure,
Mencoba
you
untuk
know, that's
mengpick
very, very
pick off
important.
sesuatu.
Those of you that haven't been
Di area
studying
mid,
up on your
swap
side
dilakukan.
before, the
White Spirit
swap
pilihannya.
immediately runs into no one. He's gonna try to assimilate away.
Hookshot ke arah
Looks like he's gonna come into
Ana.
plays. All right, Sweden strongly going for the cogging over to Ana, but that's a very scary perspective. You're just trapped in
Panis
there with
dari
Ana.
arah
He's fine with it.
Lockwood.
Thompson
Green Coil
going
dibuka ke
forward,
arah
uses the Dream
Disruptor.
Coil.
Ana too strong. KB dibuka Lina dan Ana. Ana mencoba untuk mundur. Thompson. Roar dibuka ke arah Thompson. Leg strike away. Thompson down di sana. Ana memilih untuk
Although
pulang.
it's never the person's fault, you know, the guy who's guilty for all of this, he lives, he's fine. The Ana Morphling diving in and causing all this, he gets the TP out. Meanwhile, his team dies and he just hits them with the don't give up as he TPs out.
Oke.
A little bit of a clumsy overplay there into Navi, but Navi gets some
Luar dugaan
much needed
ya
kills.
untuk
They were
draft
looking really
T1
dire.
ternyata
We can
berjalan
see
dengan
again
mulus dengan
how they're,
Ana yang
how they're just
menggendong T1 sih.
trying as they can to
Fight.
hold on to this game.
Porak-pondakan support dari
SK Networks
Team
bleed at about
Navi.
26 minutes in. And, you know, they're still putting up the fight. They're still trying to, you know, punish any overextension, which definitely T1 got a little bit too crazy there.
Oke,
Perhaps need to just
untuk
chill out a little bit.
Ana, setengah
It
lagi,
is still very
setengah
spooky
perjalanan
for the
untuk
side of
mendapatkan
Navi. They are
sekalinya.
not out of the woods just yet.
Yeah, certainly not. I feel like right
Dari
now they need some big D wards
Lina
here on the side
lebih
of Navi.
memilih
They need to
ke
clean up
atas.
their base. They get one D ward
Shadow
in the
Blade.
base, but they also need to try and get these jungles secured again, so they have some form of access, not risking dying.
Solo
Mas
has some
Ben,
big
apa
dreams on
Mas
this little
Aki
disruptor. He
Bibi?
wants to get himself the Aghanim Scepter for that
Lapar, guys.
powerful static storm upgrade.
It's a great way to kill.
Ways off.
Yeah, it's a great way to kill both the Puck and the Morphling. I mean, either of those heroes would be super susceptible if he gets it. And he gets the second D ward too. I think Solo doing a good job finding these wards.
Kenapa ya bagi-bagi ya? Siang nih udah.
Got it. Fears of my delight.
Big wins on the little disruptor. He's had a tough game here. He died 9 times, but if he can reach these Aghanims, all he needs is one good static storm.
You run the math on here. We've got a trusty shovel on him. If you can get how many bounty runs, how fast is it going to propel him towards that Agnum Scepter, Waga?
Oh, better dig off cooldown then. It's ready right now. Use it.
Oh no! Passive shovel. But hey, you know, that's more gold on the map, and with this current map economy, every little bit helps. I like what they're doing up here, though. No one hiding off into the corner. They have lockdown if needed. They've got dive bomb over on Beastmaster. This has the roar.
Oh, the swap can
Trying to
save
make
it.
the play over onto Thompson. They'll get the swap off, and the follow-up now from Zephyr. They'll go and drop the Dream Coil. It's not looking good now for no one.
Jadi
Sees just a
komentatorin dong.
locked
Lagi
into
milih makan
place.
kocak.
Very patient and very calculated.
That's a good bait.
Panis dari
from the
arah
side of
Void.
T1. That's great bait.
Yeah, Venge has that great utility of being both able to initiate but also able to save teammates. So that was some patience coming out by Thompson.
Tune running right past Anna with the haste turn.
Ada is sitting too tanky for him to be able to burst him.
Well, this time it's going to be Sweet and Strong who ends up biting the bullet. Solo gonna hide a little bit closer in the tree line, throw out one more of those thunder strikes, and then immediately teleport out.
Why are you bullying Sweden so much? I feel very bad about this. 10 deaths? No.
Do you feel very targeted?
I do. I sympathize a lot with this. Poor Sweden Strong. He has the best name in all of professional Dota. And he has to die like this.
No bias from Waga here at all.
Looks like T1 now could go down and look for more towers. There's 40 seconds for Clockwork to respawn. Since he used his buyback previously, it takes quite a while before he comes back.
Oh. Ya sudah.
Ultimately, they're gonna back up and they want to control Roche. It has spawned. They're gonna find out when they go in here and check. And they can bring it down really fast. They just need to get Morphling over there.
Makan bes.
Is
Lapar.
flowing his way over. I think that's what he does. He doesn't swim, he flows. We were having this debate the other day, and we were trying to figure out, does
Iwan
he
lebih
swim over
memilih
there?
untuk
What does he
Rosan.
do? He
Yeah.
flows.
Untuk Rosannya sendiri
Hydrates
untuk
over
Rosan
there.
kedua harusnya ya. Ada Ganim Shock-nya.
The Hydro homie. Oh, this is a cute carrier.
Arah T1
They're just
tidak
not
ada
in
komit
position
dari
to go and challenge this
tim
Roche, so
Ranavi.
the Aegis picked up for Anna.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, and
And
finally
he's having a
they're
great
gonna
game.
make
11,
untuk
0, and
farming
7.
di arah Lina.
Yeah, all they need to do is make a move towards
Silver
top
S
now
dan
and start
telah
pushing down that lane. I know that
mendapatkan Silver
Navi are
S.
recognizing this. This is the last bastion of
Damage
defense they have, that tier
tambahan.
1 tower on top lane. So they're sitting around trying to find a kill, but I think they're out right now. A lot of people in the area.
400 lagi ke arah Aganim dari Clockwork. Oke, Beastmaster nampaknya. Oke, Thompson yang terpanis nampaknya tidak mengkalkulasi dengan tepat. Tidak menyangka kalau misalnya ada roar.
That was what I was gonna say. Is I was gonna say Lace is doing a great job of just being absolutely
Wrong
annoying,
calculation
staying in that
dari
top
arah
lane, forcing them back
Thompson.
to deal with this push. But with that
Mengiranya
kickoff, it's gonna
sendiri.
make it a lot easier now for T1 to
Ternyata
remove this
masih ada
tower and
Void
push the creeps even
Spirit.
further back.
No, it's crazy.
masih mempanis
Is that
Thompson.
Navi just finished sort of the first actual item on either of their two supports. Both of them have been ambitiously going for Aghanims. Now they have completed it
Ana
on
telah
Sweden
menyelesaikan
Strong. So he has his Aghanim Scepter and can start
tadi.
spamming those rockets and has a bit more usefulness
Untuk
in
next
the team
item
fight.
lebih milih ke Butterfly
But
dari
the
Ana.
fact that they're going for the double Aghanims Russian supports, I think that might be a bit of the reason why they've been struggling so much in these early fights here. It's just very greedy, but
Akankah
So you'd rather see
T1
something like
menarik
a
ke
force staff, a
game
glimmer
ketiga.
cape or something to that effect, more utility than going for
ataukah
just the
bisa di
straight up
comeback dari arah
aggression.
I think
Navi
both the Aghanims are
untuk
good. It's just
mengamankan
difficult to go for
upper
two of
bracket
them at
slot.
the same time and not go for at least one like force staff or something to get out of the tusk catching people or to reposition out of the tombstone. So just could be a reason why
Ganim
this game
dari
has been so
Clockwork
difficult
yang
to
sangat
this point.
annoying, merefresh dari Flare.
So just stagger them a little bit more, so that way one
Vision yang
person's working on a
sangat
utility
besar.
item and then the other person is going for more gear.
Yeah, you kind of have to pick what you want to get. You stretch for one item and then you sack the other guy.
I feel like, don't get me wrong, this disruptor has like such an incredible ultimate when you have the Ags, but it seems like it would be
Manfaatkan
more
Aegis yang
important
ada
for
di
Sweet and
Ana.
Strong to perhaps pick
Coba
up
untuk
the
Ngambil barak dari
Oh, watch out for the smoke
Aramid.
swap here.
The swap, yeah. Look at them inching closer. Thompson looking, hey, anybody want?
Silence dibuka.
You don't even need the swap. When you walk
Orang
out
sepatu
the big
dibuka ke arah
that way,
Beastmaster.
so
Down
goodness.
saja di atas.
All right, that's one picked off, and look at this. Anna's like, all right, I'm gonna just go
Swap
and
ke
hit these
arah
buildings. Get another swap
Point.
off, dragging a little bit further in. Not gonna be able to finish off no one this time, though.
Belum
As
ada
he's able
follow
to
up
just
yang
ask to
sangat
step
bagus
away.
dari
Radiant
arah
Damn, speak that, they don't have this Lina.
untuk memfollow up
He's
damage.
down
You don't have
50 on
Lace?
beasts. Yeah,
Follow
this
up
is
You don't
really
swap
have
big.
dari
Radiant over
Radiant's
here.
middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks.
That's
has
just
fallen.
racks, easy.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Mid
has fallen.
barak
Looking to be more,
sudah
too.
diambil.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, I mean,
tower is under
they have
attack.
Cuman
Lina
lebih
whenever they
memilih
want her.
untuk
She has travels
mengamankan
ready. She can
Mega
TP back and join, but the issue is you gotta win a fight without your Beastmaster.
Milih
You can't really do that.
ambil
So
tower di
they're
bawah
trying to
dan
smoke around, get a
barak
good
yang ada di
position.
bawah.
He sold
Radiant's
items. Look at
bottom
Disruptor.
tower
He
has
sold everything. He has
God.
only
Oh
Remain
my
smoke
God.
dari
He
arah
wants to
Navi. Loncat ke arah
Find it though. All right, jump in over onto White Mother
Dying.
on the back lines. Ever popping that BKB. Doesn't even
Lina
catch
di
anyone.
belakang.
The ulti. Oh no!
Manis.
It's a disaster. Cuckoo is gonna end up cleaning up V2. Oh my
Namun,
God.
Kelompok terpanis oleh
Absolute
Ana.
disaster for
Radiant's
the
bottom
side of
lain.
barracks are
Navi.
under attack. Radiant's bottom
Ana telah
barracks has
Yeah, they're
fallen.
scrambling now,
mendapatkan
but
barak
looks like
sekaligus
Anna, there's nothing that can
tower
really
yang ada di
stop him.
bawah.
He has Aegis, he has BKB, Manta, Lincolns, everything is ready. They now respawn with Beastmaster,
Mulai
but his
untuk
team is gone.
mencicil-cicil ke arah top tower.
There's so much gamble of like
Lina
having that
terswap.
react. Okay, the swap opening over onto V2. He's
Panis.
just dead. Dead for 80 something
GG
seconds. So
call.
GG gets called.
Dan
My
game
God,
ketiga.
T1 striking back with a total
T1 melawan
discretion
Navi.
and just calculation in this game number 2.
I mean, I like the attempt there, selling everything to get the
Kesempatan dari T1 untuk mengamankan
big
slot.
ulti and we can kill them, but it didn't work out. It feels like T1, they struggled a lot in the first game, but this looked like once they have
Gila
the
sih.
sense of security
Draft
that they can
dari
go early
T1
game,
kayak
they
gitu susahnya tapi bisa dieksekusi dengan baik sih. It's good for Navi, for T1. Ya, game ketiganya jam berapa, cuy? Game ketiganya udah mulai belum sih? Oh, belum. Ya ngintip lah ya. Ya udah, ini mah besok Mas Yan. Entar deh. 10 Oktober kan? Entar ini mah. Udah kita ngintip dari Team Secret. Lah anjing, lobby not found juga. Udah kelar. juga yang ngecaster ya. Pening kepala adik mah pening. Bangke. Sponsor di sini. Panganan anjay. Lama. Udah lah ya, lanjut streamingannya ntar lagi ya kalian gitu ya. Pengen maem aku. Mau nonton sambil off stream aja kali ya. Udah lah ya, capek cuk ternyata caster anjing. Bisa juga aing. Dah. Tidak ada mengcaster lagi. Oke. Terima kasih sudah menonton casteran cacat saya dan see you on the next stream. Dadah.